Greetings, welcome. It's Wednesday night. We made it halfway, guys. We are. What's up, Dustin? Oh, how are you, sir? Are you home yet? Are you leaving? Are you heading back tonight? It's good to see you. So yeah, we're playing Magic Realm tonight. I had to get away from Crimson Desert. It's consuming me. Had to get away from Crimson Desert. So we were playing Magic Realm. And so from the quick, I put a post up asking people what characters, and the big, it seemed that the super quick response was black versus white, type 5 versus type 1. Oh, keys to your new apartment. Excellent. Dark magic versus, right? So holy magic versus unholy magic, demons versus angels, cats and dogs living together, the whole thing. And that's what we're going to play tonight. So what we have is we have the Pilgrim, the White Knight, and that forms the white magic team, the Witch King, and the Witch, and that is our black magic team. Now, there's going to be teams. Now, the characters are all act separately. They each have their own quests. Would be interesting to... I am so jazzed about... I don't know why. Like, that game is awful and great all at the same time. So I've been enjoying it quite a bit. So, yeah, I'd be happy to play a little bit more Friday, you know. So, yeah, absolutely. But I just wanted to take a break. Hit up some Magic Realm, just cause I keep coming back to this game. This is sort of my forever game right here. So there is, I'm gonna say there's implied team. So we have the white team, the black team. The characters can work together. They're not going to be sort of tied together, in that we're not necessarily going to move them together all the time. I think that's going to just be a decision based on them trying to get done as many points as possible. At the end, we sum up the points of the White Knight and the Pilgrim, and we compare to the Witch King and the Witch. That will determine the winning team. So that is where we are. That's how we're going to play this. Let's do a quick run through. I did not catch the launch. We were going to watch it. We were, we had it on, but nothing was going on. And so then I, did the work thing, and my wife did her work. She worked from home today, which was sort of pleasant, and we missed it, actually. So let's take a look at the Pilgrim real quick. So, of course, the Pilgrim... he is sort of a weird hybrid, sort of spellcaster, almost fighter, very much dependent on his small blessing, which I took, and I did take exorcism, which is sort of a weird choice for him. Kills demons and imps. The only one that matters is Artemis 3. All demons and imps, and nullifies spells and curses. And this way, when he goes and tries to read runes to get another spell, we're not going to get screwed like we did last time and die. So that's sort of the goal there. Not in any way, shape, or form my favorite character, but not a bad character, but not my favorite. We're going to try to hire, we're going to try to cast Small Blessing. That is sort of how we roll. Stick around the shrine, stick around the statue, stick around the altar, nuke those guys for their prowess. And quest wise, I have Windfall, so he's going to stick around a day, which he is going to normally anyway, and get $5. Troll Slayer, I figure, is easy if I can get Small Blessing cast and get the Wish for Strength. And then Herbalist, the reason I took and kept Herbalist was the woods here, right outside of the Cursed Valley, and the woods here. Both are fairly easy to get to from the chapel. So that's where we're sitting with the Pilgrim. The White Knight, and the reason I picked the White Knight was because I figured the black team with the Witch and the Witch King are way more combat effective than the white magic team with the Pilgrim. And I had the option to pick the White Witch, which is a custom character made by a guy named Casey Ben. And that's a great spellcaster, but not a good fighter. And I figured we needed a little bit of fighting action on the white team. What is the project you were secretly hoping you never have to finish? I don't know, but I will answer that. I'll think about that as I go over this here. White Knight is, of course, a tremendous fighter. He is the only really big fighter on the board. The Pilgrim can sort of fill in if he has the small blessing primed. But the White Knight is our go-to fighter. His goal, probably in this little team game, is to get as much prowess as possible, hoping to score 60 to get the bonus. That'll get his team an extra point. The Pilgrim is going to be the spell learning guy, and that's going to hopefully get his team the 2 points there. The most incredibly niche hill I'm willing to die on. Ooh, that's... See, you get these questions, and I go, man, I just don't think about that stuff, you know, moment to moment. That has to come to me a little bit. So the White Knight is going to stick around the chapel for a day as well. Try to buy the Morning Star, of course. That is his standard go-to. And then he will probably at least accompany the Pilgrim to some degree out to the deep woods and into the borderlands, etc., to try to get this the first part settled. As quests go, we have the really good one is Monster Lore, which allows us to pick a battle and choose a group of monsters and drag them to our clearing. That is awesome for the White Knight. Find bows. The bow's sort of useless, but I kept because now I give victory points for these, which I didn't used to in the past. But I do give victory points for find bow now, and it's trivial to find the bow. You just have to end unhidden in a clearing with flutter, and you get the bow, and you get the victory point. So I figured, hopefully, early on, we can just find a flutter chit and just walk through and be done. Ancient Scroll I only kept because I discarded a card and ended up with Ancient Scrolls. Not great, but it did allow me to play a visitor, and I played the Scholar here at the house. Not in the chapel, because the chapel is sort of at the edge of the board. The house is a little farther in, and I figure if we find something in the deep woods, run back to the house and done. That's our white magic team. Our black magic team is the Witch King. The Witch King is taking his standard spell layout. I call this the standard layout. Fiery Blast for multiple monsters, Drain Life for a single monster, Animate so that he can have a dead buddy following him along, and Melt into Mist is his go-to defense. Super powerful magic user, the most powerful magic user in the game, hideously weak to physical. If we're doing PvP, that would be sort of how you take care of him, but that Drain Life would make him a PvP monster. So we don't do PvP. I'm a wimp. We have Locate Cairn. The challenge means he has to find the small campfire and kill the rogue there who dares challenge him. Mountain Pilgrim is a little dicey on this map. That's why my wife dated me. I literally did her comp sci homework for her. I hope that's not why she dated me. It was a basic class. I really hope that's not why she dated me. So he has to hit the mountain and the ledges. I don't think But then he has to go all, she's going with a lie to this day, absolutely, all the way back to the cliff. So I don't like that. Normally I might have tossed that card because it's just so much backtracking that it's going to take the better part of whatever, a week or maybe 2 weeks to get that done. But it's 2 victory points, and he can convert. It's such a good reward, Mountain Pilgrim. It's almost too good. He could take Lightning Collar, convert a couple of these, one or more of these chips to type 4. I would convert that one, which means Fiery Blast is going to hit almost everything all the time. And he gets a spell. And so if he can get that and pull that quest off, that gives his team the spell, which is possibly up to 2 points. So I kept it. Otherwise, he has to go kill the rogue at the small campfire and locate the cairn. The witch is going with a typical absorb build, in my opinion, with broomstick as sort of mobility. Her goal is to fly around the board. Once someone finds chits that will draw the troll, or chits that will draw the tremendous flying dragon, i.e. the horde, she's going to broomstick there, try to absorb essence, and get one of the best absorbs she can get. She's only got 1 shot at this because she can't remedy it. It didn't take remedy. So she's got 1 shot. So she's going to get this fly chit from broomstick and then get herself ready and prepared to go absorb essence. In addition, I have Torchbearer, and that's going to utilize her gray chits, her type 2s, to give her extra moves in caves and caverns so that she can essentially be as good as the dwarf in a cave, almost, not quite. What this build does not do is make good use of her type 8 chits. It makes crappy use of them, and no use at all. But if she does find the statue, she could read runes. She has Treasure Cast, Lost City. That's good because she has Torchbearer. She wants to be in the caves. I have Goblin Slayer. I kept it because a lot of absorbs that she gets are going to be immune to the axe goblins. So she could just go in there and rip apart a whole set of axe goblins in a heartbeat. And then finally, Top of the World, which is end a phase in Crag 1 and Mountain 1. She is most suited for this because of Broomstick. Because she has Fly. So, that's sort of what we're going to do there. Now, this is also 2 victory points. So she's looking to capture 2 points for her team with this. The reward's not great. The 2 clearings become connected by a magical gate. In this case, that's not a huge, like sometimes they're across the map, and that's a really great thing to do. But in this case, not as good. But she can fly anyway. So I mean, so not a big deal. So that's sort of where we're at. Hopefully that's a good reckoning of the characters and our situation. No one saw that. so be it. But that's cool. But when you play the video back, you get the pregame, right? So there you go. There's my pregame for you guys. And give me 1 second here. Let me check on stream health. I think we're good. Feels good. Yeah, it definitely looks like we've got a good network connection, etc. There we go. So let's get this show on the road here a little bit. So, what do we got here? Yeah, we're gonna get events. I'm sorry, events are the dwarf pathfinder. He's the caver. Essentially, hire him for $5 rest of the game. You can use all the secret paths, passages, I should say, in the game. Hey, what's up, Scott? That's not terrible. It's not super compelling for our white magic team, just given the location of them on the board. And I don't know that they expect to spend a lot of time in caverns and caves anyway. Second one is a wolf bounty. So any wolf killed will give you 1 victory point. And you can keep the wolves as trophies, and they're worth 3 gold each to get yourself a little money. Drinking Knob Creek Blenders Edition. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm very jealous. Very jealous. And then finally a Dead Adventurer. So not a lot of points on the board for our crew here. That's it. I would say prediction market. Who wins this? Black team, white team. Black magic, white magic. I'd say the Witch King and the Witch could be very hard to beat if things shake out their way. I think, I'll be honest, I mean, not to be a jerk, I think the Pilgrim's a little bit of dead weight. I think the Pilgrim's a tiny bit of dead weight on the white magic team. I do have, and I'm not going to play her this time, I do have what I consider to be a really, really possibly powerful alternative to the Pilgrim, which is the White Witch. And maybe we'll try this again at some point with the White Witch in play. And she gets 3 spells. She's got type 1, type 3, type 7. She's pretty badass. And I think she actually, you know, in some ways out Pilgrim's the Pilgrim. But I think we're going to stick with the Pilgrim this time through, because he's traditional. He's our standard guy. Is my audio coming through okay? Should be. Let's get our first day done here. Let's get going. So the Pilgrim, I hate to say, I think the Pilgrim is going to hire. He just 4 hires. This is going to allow him to collect his windfall. That's not a victory point, but it will give him $5 at the end of the day. So I think he hires 4 times. I think we go for we go for the windfall. And that'll cycle a card, give us 5 gold. Done. Similarly, our White Knight is going to trade 4 times because we need to get that Morning Star. And there really is no, like, the first day is going to be really boring for the white hands, the left-hand side of our table here. The Witch King and the Witch do not have the same opening moves. Their job is to get exploring, and that is actually gone. The White Knight dropped that card. The Witch's job is to find the tremendous flying dragon or a tremendous troll or something she can absorb. That's going to be her initial thing. The company did show up pregame due to a draw of the Witch King. So he put the company there because he's friendly with them at least. I think the Witch is also friendly with them. Yeah, she's allied, so that was perfect for their team. So I am going to have... the Witch King here. Has to cast Meld into Mist. So that is one of his first goals here, is Meld into Mist. That is true. But there's no reason why we shouldn't at least get into the ruin to see what's what there. So the Witch King is going to move, hide, and move into the ruin. And the reason he doesn't want to get blocked by the ghosts. So we're going to end up here for the Witch King, and we're going to end up hidden. We're going to cast our Meld into Mist, and that'll get us started. Remember also the Witch King has to use Magic Sight, so he sucks at finding secret paths unless he is melted into mist, in which case he just uses the secret path without learning it. So that means tomorrow he could melt into mist and go 1, 2, 3, 4 and be most of the way through to the mountain. So I think his first two goals is to, hey, what's up, TV? I must be in the wrong place. Isn't this the Paul and Linda fan club? Down the hall. I mean, this is the John and Yoko fan club. Done. I don't know what your problem is. No, this is the, I'm sorry, we got Ebony and Ivory. So we got Michael and we got Paul right here. Done. Yoko. And the witch is going to, so she is going to start with a trade phase. She's going to start with a trade phase because the company is here and she is allied with the company. So she will start with a quick trade phase. And she is going to hide twice, I believe, and then she'll move into the deep woods, ultimately. She just wants to see what they have. Then she's going to hide, then she's going to, and then probably cast Broomstick. And that's going to give her her fly chit. And that's going to then allow her to play whatever. Now, I don't know. I think I might go for Top of the World, which, remember, if you recall, requires her to get to two spots. And I'll actually, you know what? I'll put those down. She needs to get to 2 specific spots. Mountain one and Crag one. I blew it. It was Michael and Paul. I don't know why I was thinking Linda. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You had it. You had it. You were close. You were close. And I got what you meant. I got what you meant, but it's sad. It's sad. It's sad when our age, CTE, concussion, and alcohol-addled brains mess up a good shot. but that's where we're at. So yeah, so she needs to get there. So I might get that fly chit after I hit to the deep woods and then try to go maybe 1, 2, 3 right there and then drop in and see if I can't pop one of those too. Still dangerous. You don't, flying into the, is a little bit dangerous. You got to be a little bit careful, but we're going to maybe try that out. So that is our first day. You will see that gray magic is coming on day 7. We got purple magic in day 14. That does impact the black magic team because our Witch King is going to be melted into mist. So keep that in mind. Next week is the big week. And in fact, I'm going to copy and paste this because we should remember that it's both black and white magic appear. And so we should, right? Keep these two in mind. It's black and white on day 21. That's going to be potentially a big day for everybody, depending on what we get. So let's roll some dice and get this show on the road here. Good to see you guys, by the way. I appreciate you showing up tonight. Middle of the week, nothing else to do, and we're all playing and watching Magic Realm. That's the first day. Not my favorite. White Knight is first. Witch King, Pilgrim, and the Witch. Done. Oh, and we need a the familiar is going to go to 3 and search. So Deep Woods 3 and search. So we're going to go move, Deep Woods 3, search. Huh. What is the best Eagles song for tonight? One of these nights? Hotel California? Old 55. No. 7 Bridges Road. All right, let's go. So the White Knight is trading 4 damn times. And I'm gonna be a little picky. Do I have to look at their cards? I might have to look at their cards. I love 7 Bridges Road, by the way, and the harmonies in 7 Bridges Road is incredible. Map of the Lost City and the good book. That is That is an amazing find for these two. Obviously, we're not going for that because we need the best weapon of all time, which is the Morning Star. God damn, I cannot, but I can't find it in my... There it is. There it is. All right, so we're going to go for the Morning Star. It's $8. Remember, we are only friendly with the Knights because we use the Knights adjustment. Seven Bridges is a great arrangement. Absolutely, I agree with that wholeheartedly. But do remember, we have a two-handed sword, which is going to sell for 10, so we can trade it in. And we do get a -1 to this roll because... So we get 3, price times 2, that's enough. We're going to spend the $16, trade this in for 10. So we're at -$6, and that leaves us with $4 left at the end of the first day. And I am going to roll 3 more times on the good book because maybe I get a 2 or a 1 and they'll just give it to me. No, that's a 4, so that's second, third. This is the last roll. No. So we're not going to be able to buy the good book. Wouldn't be ideal for us anyway, but we would give it to the Pilgrim because, again, we're playing teams. So we are done. Witch King. The Witch King is going to go here. He is hiding 2 times. He succeeds, and he is done. Remind me to cast at the end of the day, by the way, if you would. And we get Dank and Howl. This is Howl C. You know, it's only Howl M, which is going to pop us a bat. So done. We are done there. So Serpents and Goblins in the Ruin. The Pilgrim is going to hire. The Pilgrim is allied, but does not get any bonuses to the roll. So he needs a 2 or a 1 pretty much. I'm in a moral quandary. I was effing around with Suno, did a joke song. The prompt was a song about football and beer. My bass player and guitar player spent about an hour each trying to find. You making AI music? Price times 4 is not going to cut it. We need price times... What, 2 pretty much, or 1? Price times 1. Who did the song? One of them figured it out. Come on, we need a 2 or a 1, baby. No, come on. We got this. There it is. Bam, price times 1. We're going to spend the $8. And we have... Now they want to cover the song. That would be sort of hilarious. That'd be hilarious. You should do it. I'm not a big... I think AI music is a terrible idea for all of humanity, but I don't know, that's really fun. That's sort of a fun, dumb, fun thing for your guys to do, don't you think? So, yeah, that sounds fun, man. And then you're going to point me to the video at some point when you guys cover the song, and then I will watch that song on a video. So we did get our hire. We have him till the end of day 15. Done. So that was a great turn for the white team. Oh, I did not do the witch. The witch is last. She is going to trade once for the company. Cloaca missed. Oh, there it was. There it is. The cloven hoof. So here's the funny thing. Using this loadout, the Witch King loves the freaking cloven hoof. The cloven hoof makes so easy for him. So finding the cloven hoof, while it does suck for her just right here and now, because she's not going to be able to trade for this Cloak of Mist because she's going to get a +1 to all her shit. The Witch King coming down and grabbing that is not a terrible idea. So she has one trade phase. She is going to roll on her allied table, and she is going to try to buy the Cloak of Mist. It's $4. Extra hide phase is sort of amazing. She is allied. She needs a really good roll, though. And she gets a 4, because remember, and that's price times 3, which is $12. So she is not going to be able to buy the Cloak of Mist today with her one phase. She rolls twice to hide. Unfortunately, she adds 1 to this, but she succeeds anyway. Ends up in the deep woods. Oh, by the way, the familiar goes first, so he goes there and searches twice. Let's do that real quick for him. 3, 2, or 1 to find that secret path. He does not do it. And she gets Dank and Roar 6. So nothing incredible here and nothing pops. I'm sure we can figure out some way to make a streamer, a video with that. You can give me commentary on the song. You can tell me. So that's the end of our first day. Almost everybody is casting, by the way, this first day. So that's the funny part. The Pilgrim is casting. The Pilgrim is casting. So he is going to cast. Remember, the chapel has white magic. We're casting Small Blessing. Roll on that wish table. He needs a 6 for strength. He gets You Are Elsewhere. Ooh, okay. You must specify one character, monster, or native in your clearing, and he teleports to the clearing of your choice. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So again, remember, we're teaming up. So the question is, where does the White Knight want to go? So we have Find Bow, Monster Lore, and Ancient Scroll. So I've not seen Flutter yet. So no Flutter has appeared. No treasure sites have appeared because that's technically, I mean, you could send them there. And the White Knight's sort of done. He doesn't need to be here anymore. So the question is, is there a place we want to send him to? Is there a place we want to send him to? Might be a good time to take a drink in real life. I do not have a drink just yet. I have water right now. I don't know if it's prudent to send him to the cavern. I don't know if that would be a good move to send him to the cavern, because the Dead Adventure is pretty much the only point that has a location on the board, right? You know what I mean? So the White Knight could search, find the Dead Adventurer. Hey, what's up, Michael? How are you? Good to see you. So he could search, he could find the Dead Adventurer, he could get the treasure, and then come back to the inn and turn him in. And that would be a point for the white team right there. But there is danger in doing that because you are going to put him into the cavern. Only 2 phases. I don't think that's a bad move, though. I don't hate that move. There's really nowhere else to score points on the board. It's unfortunate because as the White Knight, I got rid of Plant Your Flag. He had Plant Your Flag in the high pass. That would have been amazing to realize, to get that. You pop him into there, and then he just scores that tomorrow. That would have been a little coup for the White Magic team. I'm going to do it. We're going to put him here. So they're going to collaborate. We put the White Knight there. That is, you are elsewhere. We're going to roll again using this chip. And we're going to cast again, hoping for a 6, of course. 6, bam. Wish for strength, done. We are mighty. Mighty, mighty. What I'm going to do to represent that is not that. I am going to take the Berserker's chit. That will represent my tremendous strength, and I'm going to put that right there on my staff. That is going to represent our wish for strength. So our next attack, if it hits, does tremendous harm no matter what. So we can hit them with the lightest weapon. We could literally do this. Bam, just flick them with our finger. It's tremendous damage. Oh, by the way, so we cast end of day. We also get a windfall. So we do get plus $5. That brings us up to $7. And we get to turn this card in. We get Lost Pouch. When you draw this card, place a visitor, place him at a random dwelling. Oh, that's sort of lame. We're going to put the Warlock at a random dwelling. 6, he's at the small campfire. So the Warlock will show up at the small campfire. Done. But we have a pouch, and that pouch belongs to the guard. So let's write that up here. So Lost Pouch, the guard. So what we can do with this pouch, so let's read this bad boy here. The Lost Pouch. You have found a lost coin pouch. You may open the pouch with a quest phase and keep the contents. You gain 3d6 gold, but lose 1 level of relations with the visitor in question. Oh, it's a visitor's pouch. Oh, hold the hell on. That is, because I made a different set of these cards. So that is, who the hell did we pick? We picked the Warlock. Warlock. I care a lot less all of a sudden. I might not have wanted to have pissed off the guard. I could not care less about pissing off the Warlock as the Pilgrim. So imagine a nice roll. Let's imagine a good roll. Like, let's say $12. Or let's say 13 or more bucks. That would give me $20. That would allow me to try for the good book. Oh, that could be good. That could be good shit. So we're gonna think about that. Done. That's our new card, and we are done, I think, with our day. Does anyone no one appears at the chapel at the end of the day. The White Knight is not casting. We are casting. We are going to cast. And this was a little bit of, so we're going to cast Melt into Mist. So we're going to put that here. And that is now able to be activated by burning a purple chit. Done. So we are misty. I remember when $7 was a lot too, man. I remember going to Game Trek. I remember the name of this place now. On Sundays for $5. You could play all their arcade games and all their pinball games for $5 all flipping day. So we would go out there and literally from noon till like 5 or 6 in the evening, play freaking video games and pinball for $5. Now that place went out of business. So maybe that wasn't. I don't know. And then we're gonna cast Broomstick over here with one of these and one of these. And we're going to get our fly chit. Not T1, but L1. Fly L1. Alexa, play Steve Miller. Right, there you go. We're going to fly like an eagle. Done. So now we have a fly chit in play. And we are done. That's our day. A lot of shit went down that day, actually. For a day one, that was quite the day. Let's move to day two. Our pilgrim is ready to rock. I think our pilgrim is going to quest to open the pouch. So he will lose the warlock's love, and he will be essentially unfriendly with the warlock from then on. And that's fine. That's fine. Do you think, I'm going to say, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to rest 2 times and trade once. Now that's a lot of time stuck at the chapel. And usually I'm against that, especially now that we have our night. We want to make those days worthwhile. But I want to see if I can grab this good book, because that would be really, really good for the pilgrim. Done. The White Knight, I think, has to hide and search. I think that's his first thing. He's going to hide and search, see what these chits are, and then decide what to do after that fact. The Witch King. The Witch King is ready to rock here. He is ready to go. And this is going to be a little bit clunky, but we are going to melt. That's going to burn a purple. That's going to allow us to use secret paths all day. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 and end up in ledges 4. Move, 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 move. Ledges 4. Done. And he's going to make a quick move to try to tap this tile and this tile as fast as possible. Those are 2/3 of his mountain pilgrim. Let's actually write that down. He needs to tap the ledges, the mountains, and the cliff. And he's going to get the ledges and mountains in the first few days, and the cliff is going to suck for him to get. So done. Characters cannot swap cards, and they can't complete each other's cards. They can work together to complete cards, but each hand is separate. So that's just, yeah. And then our witch, is going to we have to be a little bit careful. Ideally, so let's see what our situation is. First thing we need to do, frankly, is we do need to rest 1 chit, because we need to get a black magic chit up so that we can at all cast absorb if we run into the opportunity to do so. I think our best move would be to go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna fly. I mean, the problem. So now I'm torn, right? She really has 2 things to do. She wants to find something to absorb, and she wants to hit those two clearings she needs to hit. That fly chit is really to find a good absorb target and just get there, which she can, especially on this board. Like from where she is, 1, 2, she can literally hit every tile on this map she can get to from here. And I'm not 1,000% certain if this is how, but I believe she can fly for, like, even with that chit, the chit only goes away until she lands. And so she can literally cover this entire board with 1 broomstick. 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Now the problem is it does use the broomstick to do that, so she can't fly away. That's her escape chit as well. So I don't know that I want to go here because that seems a little dangerous in case she gets jumped by a monster. That could be a problem for her. But I could go 1, 2, 3 and hide in the mountains. Hope to roll a 1 on the D6 and then just hide. I think that's the move. I think she's going to go, well, oh, she can't because she's going to rest. Well, in that case, screw it. She's going to rest 2 times. I mean, if we're doing that, she's going to rest twice. And then, frankly, she's going to spell X and spell. So she's going to get her chits back. So it takes a whole day for her to recover 1 black magic casting. She pulls these 2 chits back, flips the 6, this one, and then she is back to normal. I allow her to do that even with the fly chit in play. Done. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're ready for day 2. Let's see what monsters. Ooh, serpents and demons. So a little bit of a different universe here. Oh, and the cat is 100% searching for this, which is what he's going to do. He's going to search 3 times, 4 times. 1, 2. Nope, he needs a 3, 2, or 1. Nope, and come on, 3, 2, or 1, baby. He got it. Okay, so the witch finds 6, 3 deep woods. Done. Okay, cool. And now the witch is going to rest 2 times, pull this chit and flip it, and she is done. Serpents and demons, nothing appears. She's not even hidden, by the way. The Witch King melts into mist, so he needs to burn a chit. Boom, and he does. One more. He only has 1 more purple magic. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And he does need to pull these ruins, so bats, and the lair in 3. Ooh. Okay, that's good to loot. The lair is a good treasure site to steal from. Done. Pilgrim gonna go. Pilgrim is going to, so we need to write down that the warlock now hates him. Warlock. But he does get 3d6 gold. Big numbers, no whammies. 8 gold. That sucks, by the way. That does not play into his plan, by the way, at all. So he does have 8 gold. He has 15 gold. So let's put 50. I will update the scoreboard here, by the way. He should have 4 gold. And everybody else has the gold they have. I'm going to rest twice to pull these chits back. And we're going to trade once. We're going to go for the good book. This sucks. We do need to roll a 2 or a 1. We roll no. So we cannot buy the good book. And we are done. Does anybody appear? No. No one appears. And we're done. And the White Knight hides. This is an important hide. He fails. That is bad. And fails to find anything here. He draws this bones and flutter. That's good for the White Knight. So we do see trolls are going to pop up. And we do see flutter too, which is good for the knight. Because he needs flutter. I think that's the end of the day. I don't think anything appears. Done. We're on to day 3. It's time for the pilgrim to move. The pilgrim is going to make the move. He needs to slay trolls. So that would be good. And he needs dank W. So we're going to go. I suppose we're going to move to and hide twice, as lame as that is. Move and move into the woods. Well, we're going to hide twice. Or you know what? Oh, by the way, he burned the lost pouch, so that's good. He's cycling cards well. Pickpocket. End of phase with a rogue, imp, ogre, or goblin. He steals from you and flees. There we go. And then we try to catch him. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to move once into the woods. We are going to spell X and spell, because that's going to give us a white chit to play with, a white color magic to play with, and then we will hide just in case wolves appear. I don't, necessarily want to face 6 wolves all by myself. I mean, I have my guy, so we are done there. White Knight. So we know what can appear. Trolls. 2 trolls. 2 trolls are gonna jump us. We're gonna search twice, just this once, try to get that out of the way and done. We are going to hide and then move twice into the mountains. And pretty much, like, that is literally all we have to do. But we're going to rest once also. And you know what? We don't have to hide. We don't have to hide. So what we can do is rest once, move into the mountains. We do get an extra spell phase, so we're going to do it, and then we're going to spell X. That'll drag one of these back and flip it, and thus we don't need to hide, because we can just melt into mist if we need to melt into mist. So, good deal. Wow, we have no one. We had a bunch of chat, and then everything dropped off. Huh? That's too bad. That's too bad. I'm going to actually just kill the viewer count because it's depressing. So, okay. And then the witch. So the witch is going to send her familiar to here. To 1. So the familiar is going to go to 1 and then search twice. Move, DW1. Search. Oops, wrong. That's not okay. And then what is she going to do? Now I think she plays her fly move. So the witch is going to burn her chit. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 to the mountains and hide. Fly like an eagle to the mountain, and then she hides. That is her move. And done. And we're ready for day 3 right now. Let's roll day 3. Ooh, dragons. Okay. So he goes here. He rolls twice. He needs a 3 or less, and he gets it. And so he finds 1 for deep woods. Very useful to do that with the familiar. She is going to go 1, 2, 3. She's going to land. Oh, wait, no, she doesn't roll 2 dice. She rolls a single die. I'm sorry. She's going to land in 1. We're hoping for 1. No, 4. Lame. And then she tries to hide. She does hide. Then we flip these bad boys. Stink and Slither. Slither 6 is going to draw, I believe. Slither 6 in the mountains, going to draw. The good news, it doesn't actually pop on her. The bad news is it does make life a little bit clunkier. She did not get to the clearing she needed to. I was hoping to get like here. or here. Because, right, that's sort of where you'd want to be. She did not get jumped by the dragon, which is nice, but it's sort of stinks. Which is done for the day. The pilgrim goes 1. He's going to hide. He is going to flip that chit. Does he hide? He doesn't. So he is not hidden. We get the small campfire in 5. That is interesting news for the Witch King, because the Witch King has to kill someone there. We also know that the Warlock is there. Done. But nothing appears, and we are done. White Knight is going to... He's going to pop 2 searches. He needs a 4 or a 1. That's a fail. That is a success. He gets the dead adventurer. So he finds whatever evidence is there. So he finds whatever, the guy's campsite or something, right? That's the idea. And he also gets, but he doesn't get a point yet, but he does get a small treasure from the random small treasure pile. Oh, Flowers of Rest. Ugh. Not okay. That is not okay. Gold magic. In the daytime, if you at any point in time have a fatigue chit, you immediately fall asleep and lose the rest of your phases. Done. I think he is going to leave that somewhere, but maybe not in here. Just thinking. But Flutter is going to draw. Flutter is going to draw these 2 bad boys right there. And done. Interesting. Okay. And the Witch King. The Witch King is going to rest 1 chit. He is going to flip it. Oh, no, he moves up. I'm sorry. He moves up in 2-2 like that. And then he is going to flip that chit. Unfortunately for him, this thing is going to jump him. Because dragons are roaming. And he's the second guy in. And so that happens. Done. End of the day. We like dragons. We have a combat. And this is a good combat for... This is a good combat for our guy. It's not ideal just yet, but it is a good combat for our guy. We are going to fatigue, and we're going to cast Drain Life with a time of 2. Drain Life is an attack spell, so we need to play it like an attack. And it doesn't matter where the dragon ends up. He ends up lining up. We hit him, and he is killed. Done. So these 2 chits fatigue. We get to rest this chit because of the Drain Life. He gets Dragon for 5 prowess, and he is the first to score any prowess. The Pilgrim has gold, right? Because he has 15 gold, so that's good to know. At the end of the week, we will calculate all those things and then start keeping the running tally of all those. So the Witch King is on the board first in terms of prowess, but if you recall, we don't actually score. Typically, we wait till 10 to score prowess, just because otherwise the numbers change all the goddamn time. It's day 4. So the Pilgrim needs to make some moves here. I'm gonna. Okay, now we got to keep in mind that the knight can't ride his horse in the caves. So if we do run into something like scary, that's going to be a problem. The scariest thing would be goblins, by the way. Goblins would decimate the pilgrim. Like the axe goblins would be a problem for us. We can't outrun them, so we can't leave. We can certainly kill them, and our guy can kill them. But yeah, but they're gonna possibly hit us and kill us in the meantime, and that's not a good scene. So that's what we want to avoid. That's why I'm a little bit wary of going into here. Just a naked move into the caves, because that naked move into the caves might mean goblins pop and kill the pilgrim, and done. And that kills them, because then you're never going to be able to, you know, then it's just the White Knight trying to outscore both the other two. We could also go 1, 2, 3, 4 into the deep wood. That's a little bit of a safer move. We either get a spider or a giant, or maybe a dragon of some sort. And we could definitely handle all that a little bit better. What I'm not doing is I'm not opening up the caves to see if there's trolls going to be in there, because we need to kill a troll. I think we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Deep Woods 5. Done. Just trying to get put some distance out there for us. The White Knight is going to move into the woods, so he's actually moving into the linden wood to get out of here. To get out of here, to get to here, check this woods out for the pilgrim, and we can make some decisions, and we get 4 phases tomorrow if we get out of these stupid caves. Done. The Witch King has knocked out the ledges. He has knocked out the mountain in Mountain Pilgrim. And now his job is to get back out of here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the lair. Yes, he is. And then the witch, she burned this chit, so this chit is gone. She cast again at the end. She probably cast again at the end of the day and got this back, is my guess. And I think the cat is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the linden wood. So that's where the cat's gonna go. And the witch is going to we're just gonna hide and then move into the crag to see what's up there. That's how we're gonna start. Our fly chick gives us a relatively cheesy way to get out of danger if we need it. Done. So this is day 4. We roll the monster roll. Ooh, it's ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopus. The pilgrim is first. The pilgrim is going to go to here. Done. Nothing appears. The witch, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the cat. And she is going to go to here and maybe be hidden. She's not hidden. Dragons and the statue in 2. Okay, statue in 2 is good for the witch because one of those spells is indeed a spell she wants to get. So that's good to know. But she does not have remedy, so she cannot instantly cleanse a curse. Done. He goes here and flips that. Dank. So serpents. And then the Witch King is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And nothing appears. Okay. We're sort of breezing through days here. I don't know that anyone's getting anything done, but we are breezing through the days, reeling in the years, as it were. So we do know where Dank W is, so that is herbalist for us. So we can get that one moving. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. The pilgrim's going to move, and search into the woods. Herbalist, head to the tower with the Dank W, chit, peer, blah, 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 right? And then you get, probably take extra move phases, is my guess, when we get that reward. I think the White Knight goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't think we like the company. No, wrong guy. I don't think we're buddies with the company. No, we are enemies with the company. So we've got to get in and get out. We can get the point. We're going to go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and end up in Deep Woods 2. And we have to figure out where we're dropping these flowers. We're not going to hold these flowers. These flowers jack us up pretty bad. And largely the question is, where can we drop them to cause as much disruption for the others and as little disruption for us as possible, if that makes any sense. But first day, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go move to the end and then move to the deep woods. Done. And we'll get that all out of the way. That gives us a victory point and done. The Witch King. Ooh, okay. So a couple things we want the Witch King to do. I say he searches and searches, extra spell X and spell, and flips this chit over. We're going to get 1 extra rest in before we do that, and that's going to give us this chit back because we want to be able to cast Drain Life if we need to cast it. Done. At a fast speed. And then finally the Witch. She's going to send her familiar to here and search twice. I think she's just going to walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. She's going to move to 3. Or move to 3. And I'm saving that fly chit. First thing is it's an escape route. It's going to take us 3 days to get to here. And then if I haven't used it, I can fly back to there. I can fly to mountain and try again. That's sort of my thought process. Let's roll for the day here. We get 5 spiders and imps. It is what, day 5? It is day 5. Which king is first? The Witch King is resting once. We'll pop that chip back. Searching twice. So we need to use Magic Sight, which sucks, but he on a 5 he discovers the lair, so that's good. So we're looking for a 5. Nope, that is a 6. That is not a 5 team, and that's a 4, so that sucks. So he finds nothing. And finally, he's going to use Spell X and Spell, and I think given where we're at, we're going to pop that shit in case we need it, which we don't here. No spiders appear, and we are done. White Knight goes 1, 2, 3, drops off the dead adventurer, moves out, and he's going to draw a spider. So that is going to be 1 victory point right here. We're going to score dead adventurer for our first fame of the night. White Knight scores a card, and so he takes the lead 1-0, and we get a spider. Done. The witch, her guy goes here. He's going to search twice. We're looking for a 3, 2, or 1. That's a no. Come on, 3, 2, or 1. No, and no. And she walks to here, and the imp is going to appear there. So not terrible. Done. The pilgrim is going to go 1, 2, and then be blocked. Right? Because I believe he just, walked to the woods. His goal was to get to past this, but the spider blocks him, and he is done. That shit does not draw twice. It only draws once. That's it. That's where we're at. We have 1 fight. It is our 2 dudes versus the spider. Pilgrim is going to lure with his guy because this spider can do the damage, but isn't gonna. So that's how we're going to play. Spider is here. We are not going to play an attack because I don't want to waste this powerful attack. Instead, the White Knight is going to play a fight chit to alert his weapon, and then another one like that, and he will play that over here on his, with his buddy, and there you go. Where does that spider end up? That spider ends up lining up directly. Does it flip? It does not flip. So what happens is the long weapon goes first. The sword, this knight, is the longest weapon, and he is going to hit the spider and kill it. So that's 3 points for the pilgrim. And done. And that is the end of our day. So day 6, the Pilgrim's going to move. And then he is going to move and then search. So same deal. He's going to move to the woods, search 3 times. Hope to not roll a 2. The Vipers are a little bit of a pain in the ass. I just don't want to waste this attack having to kill the Vipers. So that is absolutely not ideal if I had to do that. But our goal is to get this Herbalist sort of knocked out. I think the White Knight is going to move to the... Where's he going? What the hell is... What is his damn game here? His game, he would love to get that flutter, of course. I do think we need to explore the Borderlands and the cliff at some point. But that is not super close, really, all things considered. We have to go through Borderlands 5 to get to the cliff. Not a lot of treasure sites out, only 2 treasure sites out. So you are looking at a pretty good lost city, and you're looking at a pretty good lost castle, is my guess. But where is the lost castle? The lost castle is in the cliff, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. That's all that's left. The lost castle is right here. So that is that's a lot, because there's going to be 5 chits there, and we've not seen a lot of treasure sites. So you're talking a lot of shit possibly there. So that might be good for the team to get to. But that is a little bit of a haul. It's a little bit of a haul. And walking out of a cave, so walking from 5 to 1 is clunky, because you only have 2 phases when you're here. And this takes 2 phases to enter. So this is a bad transition for most characters. Especially into an unknown spot. So I don't know how we want to play that. The other thing the White Knight could do is play monster lore, but he would drag both of these guys in. So I would want to be hidden. So what I'm going to do with the White Knight is I'm going to move to the woods, hide. I'm going to alert once, which is sort of rare, but we're going to do it. We're going to hide twice, and then we are going to try the lure at the end of the day. Oh, and I am going to drop those stupid ass flowers somewhere too. I might drop them there. I might drop them in woods too. I don't know if that's a good place. That is a little bit in the way of, but the statue, so here's the problem. The statue ideally would be good for the Pilgrim, but there's no possible way I'm going to make that walk all the way down. I just don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think that's worth it necessarily. When we do have the good book back at the chapel. So with that, the lair is the only thing on the eastern half of the map that really matters to that, and the flutter. The flutter clearing matters to the White Knight, and the lair matters to the white team. Otherwise, they might just write off the entire right half of the map and go explore the Borderlands, explore the cliff, explore the caves, and assume that everything is going to be sort of tight there. And the other thing you can do as the Pilgrim, you can flip this tile and sort of link up that way. And so maybe that's their thought. Once we get this next couple knocked off, next couple of quests knocked off, maybe trolls in the but with the bones. So move and search, move and lure. I'm sorry, I really just need to get this going here, right? So he's going to maybe rest, search, and then spell X and spell again, and he'll be all the way up spell-wise, and have 2 searches. The witch is going to... she did not find the ruin, so her guy is just going to search all day, and she is going to walk to 6-4. So she's going to move, and move to 4. And her guy is searching all day. Done. It is we're ready for day 6. Oh, we get serpents and demons. We need a 1, 2, or 3 for ruins 1, 5. Ruins 1, 5 I consider one of the most important. It like divides the ruin sort of in half in a weird way. We do find it. So our gal gets ruins 1, 5. Done. And our gal here goes 1, 2. Nothing appears, and we are indeed done. He goes here and searches 3 times. He needs a 3, 2, or 1 to find the herbs. 1 fail. Come on, we got to get this. Nope, that's 2 fails. This is it. 3 failures, and then the serpents appear. That's a little shitty, but we sort of use the team aspect here. The White Knight is also going to move in, but he doesn't get anything done. So he is probably not going to lure because he's got 2 creatures there already to deal with. So we're just going to have these guys fight, and he won't lure. Like, he didn't have to write down to lure. Luring's at the end of the day, you get to choose to play that card or not. He doesn't play it. Done. And then our Witch King here does this. Searches 2 times. He needs a 5. And he gets a 5. He's going to discover the lair. First guy to discover a treasure site. But now he's got a magic site this thing. He needs to get out and get a 3 or a 1. And he does not. He discovers chits. Nothing's going to appear there. We have 1 fight. It's these 2 guys. And I would argue that probably the Knight is going to grab 1. And the White Knight probably lures the second one. I'm not super certain. So we're just going to play super slow. And we're going to play like this. Long weapons are first, if you recall, first round. The Pilgrim is not going to play. He only plays if things go sort of awry, I think. Let's see where this Viper ends up. He ends up lining directly up. And does he flip? Doesn't matter. He does not flip. It doesn't matter. So long weapon first. We're going to do heavy damage to the medium armored Viper and kill it. So the Pilgrim gets that one. Over here, he does not flip. So he goes down here. Does he flip? He does not flip. So the White Knight misses. The Viper misses. We have to fatigue a move. That means tomorrow we're going to fall asleep. Keep that in mind. This weapon becomes alerted, which is good. This guy here is going to lure, and the White Knight will play on his sheet. He goes 5, which bumps him down 1. He doesn't flip. Fastest attack goes first. That's the heavy Morning Star. So the Knight gets a little bit of a point too. So it's 2 and 2. So 1 Viper over here for 2. And 1 Viper over here for 2. I so rarely see the Vipers out because I usually do not spend a lot of time in the woods, which is sort of fun. And we sort of use that teamwork to it's, you know, to a good end, really, if you think about it, because the Pilgrim did not have to use his tremendous attack, so that saves that for him for something bigger. And now we could, end of the day, we could lure. Now the problem is it's not super advantageous, but the Pilgrim is here. I'm going to say you have to choose to lure them before combat. So that wouldn't be end of day, it would be evening, right? You have to, right, before combat starts. I'll make that clarification on the card. I think that's a good clarification because largely it's just saying, hey, you know, I don't want to have to fight. But I think he would draw these two, try to get the notoriety going. So. I think we're ready for day 7. We are going to take a quick break after day 7. I will get a drink, hit the restroom. We'll get some events going. We'll keep going for certain here. We will definitely keep it going. Well, I will take a break. Yeah, we are not maintaining a bunch of viewers either right now. So, and I'm watching because I was like, oh, I should give away memberships, but it doesn't matter. Like yeah, these are weirdly yeah, just not popping anyone up anymore. So that's whatever. We will. It's a little sad. What's up, Michael? No, I like to have a couple people on, and then, you know, right, give away memberships. I will check. Let's check again. You know, maybe at 10:30 or something, right, or 10, just to see where people are at. We being sad today? Are we being sad? I don't think so. I do think I don't know if there's there could very well be a problem with viewer counts. I don't know. I know they did do something at some point where they were YouTube was a little morose. No, I'm actually pretty calm today. I am bummed because none of these streams, like, something has changed with YouTube and or me, such that these streams do not get pushed anymore to anybody. So it's a little wonky, a little weird, because we used to get, you know, a dozen people here on some of these, and then I would give away memberships. Like that's really the only thing I'm actually concerned about, is if we can get like 5 or 6 people in the room, toss some memberships out, right? That would be fun. And I am a little pissed because I missed it last month, actually. So so not doing a good job there. So we have gray magic in every clearing. And given that we know vipers are going to appear, I'm just going to search 4 times. Vipers are the only thing that can appear. Let's search 4 times and try to get this out of the way. Flowers of rest have knocked out. So we are sleeping. I'm going to drop these flowers of rest here. I think I just am. We're just going to drop them here. That doesn't stop me from sleeping. We are done. That's our day. Because we fatigued one darn move. Which sucks a bit, but whatever. In YouTube, always a bad thing happens. Yeah, YouTube is, it's clunky, and it's part of the attention gathering machine, right? None of it's good. None of it's good. Oh, I did flip this shit too, so we do have all of that. We need to search 4 times. That's what we're gonna do here as the Witch King. We're gonna loot that layer. And then our gal here is going to make the move. She's going to move to 1. That is going to mark her. The clearing she needs. Because she needs what? Top of the world is crag and mountain. Crag 1, mountain 1. So that gets her here. And then, does she fly and hide? Which she could. Yeah, let's, okay. So the only problem is, so what can appear? If she ends up here, it's possibly a spider, it's possibly a giant, it's possibly dragons. Spider would be the worst of those, because the spider she can't run from. No, she can't run from. The giant she can run from. Dragons she can run from. So all of that is good. But if she pops a spider, it's going to appear on her clearing and she can't run from it. And absorbing a spider would be a loss. Like that's a bad move. So what that means is she can't even absorb. She doesn't have the chits to absorb even. So what that means is we can't be too flippant, I don't think, about flying into this spot. We at least have to have a hide. So she can move here, fly here, and hide. And that might be what she does. Or maybe we just don't want to do it on today. She could also move, and she could rest twice. And then she could get dragons. She could not get dragons because they're already out. She could get them because they could respawn. And she could get... The imp will appear here. So it's only dragons that she's worried about. She can run from the flying dragon. So, okay. She's going to do that. She's going to go there and she's going to rest twice, get her black magic back done. And we are ready for day 7. Still dangerous day 7s. We do get 2 dice rolls today to see what monsters are appearing. So we are going to get dragons and we are going to get giants. A lot of shit going down here. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So who goes first? This is actually very important. And then her guy is going to go to probably the ledges. So he's probably going to go to the layer and search twice. Witch King is first. The Witch King boldly is searching for treasure in the lair. He needs a 3 or a 1. He gets 4 shots. That's 1, 2. No, this is it. We got this. Nope. 3. Come on, we got this. 3. No, nothing. And then the dragon appears, and we are done. The kitty cat goes here, searches twice. He finds 1, 3, 1, 3 ledges for the witch, and he is done. She goes 1, 2, and then rests 2 times to drag back 2 of those chits. But unfortunately for her, that is going to draw 2 smokes. But she has finished the crag. Now, that doesn't mean anything, finish the crag, but she is in crag 1. She can get to mountain 1, is what that means. The White Knight sleeps. He's done. The Pilgrim searches 4 times, I believe. Yeah, he's trying to get Herbalist sort of done, and he does. So there you go. So that was pretty lame. He could have. So he taps that card. Nothing appears. Nothing to attack them. He's like looking over at the knight. The knight's like, done. And we've got 2 fights, potentially. This is where the Witch King just kicks ass. One big dude. Not even an issue. We're going to play that attack. It is 17 length. So this is an auto kill. Done. So we do auto kill our guy here. And then you know what? I think we're going to animate him. Oh, I would cast the other way. I'd cast this chit first to kill, and then this chit to animate. So the type 2 chit to kill him. The time 2 chit to kill him. The time 3 chit to animate him. Because that shit's going to be tied up, I believe, right? Yeah. Until that guy goes away. He is slow and clunky, but he's tremendous, and so he can take a little bit of heat off of our guy when we need him to. It's not the best, but And now we need to get to, we absolutely 100% want to get to the inn and the company. The company does, oh God, well so I will say this, what sucks, the company disappears. That sucked, we should have got down there quicker. Because they regen along with the dragons. The witch is just going to run. Like that. Because now the company is who knows where, and we no longer have easy access to the cloven hoof, which we want, of course. Done. Okay. So that is the end of week 1. Not a ton of cards processed. but the Pilgrim does score 2 for gold because he is in the lead for gold. The Pilgrim and Witch King have prowess together. And so our total scores are 3 to 1 to 1, and that means 4 to 1 for the white team over the black team. Oh wait, but that's not true. I'm sorry, that is not true because hold on. First off, that's not quite correct. We just killed a gigantic dragon. We just killed a tremendous dragon, T-dragon for 10. So that's going to give us 15 prowess, which does change a little bit of that. It gives him 2 points. So now it's 4 to 2, essentially. And that's fine. And that is the end of our day. And we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to ask you too, if you would, please stick around. And I'm going to go get a drink, and I'm going to hit the restroom and all that. But I'll be back in probably about 5 minutes or so, maybe less. So please stick around for week 2. And we will draw events the first thing in week 2. Dwarf Caver can go over there. The Dead Adventurer has been scored, so he is done. And we have 3 more cards to pull. Don't get lost. I might get lost. My gigantic house. One thing I think Tabletop Simulator could have an easier way to just align 3 things. Like it should just take 3 things, like you know, like some. So anyway, I will grab those when I come back. All right, team. Nutmeg, how are you doing tonight, by the way? How are you doing tonight? Um, so we have 3 events to catch first. That is literally the first thing we need to do. Let's get these events drawn and settled here. We got the plague. Oh, I hate this one. And I wrote it. An amazing weather. Oh, I hate that one too, sort of. In this case, those suck. I mean, in the sense that they're not giving any points away. Just an extra phase to everybody. But if you end in a dwelling, yeah, you have to fatigue. Doing fine. Had to shave my 4-month beard. I need to get this off of me for a bit. Just itchy right now. And I know you can condition it and blah 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 and a whole thing, but I don't. I'm not a beard guy. I just am lazy and I grow facial hair. The plague sounds bad. Last a week, any character ending a phase in a dwelling. So as soon as you enter a dwelling, you have to fatigue 2 or discard a potion. If you can perform a lore check at the chapel, which is mountain, I'm sorry, magic chits, fatiguing magic chits, you can end the plague. But it's a good, the beard is eternal. It is a good, good reward. 1 VP and 10 prowess doesn't suck. And we do have amazing weather, so extra sunlight phase each day. If you are out of caves, good. And the crone does move. Where's the crone? She is there. So let's move the crone. She got lost. But did you watch the launch? I did not catch the launch. Ruins 2. Oh, well, that plays right into... Yeah, it's an interesting prospect. I can't... I don't know. I just... The money situation... First off, I'm glad for NASA. Because, obviously, with the current political climate as it is, NASA and research in general and science in general has absolutely 100% suffered. I am super happy for NASA. And a moon base is a great aspirational thing for NASA and for the world. But I do worry, like, money wise, like we are blowing debt. We're blowing up the debt with wars. We're blowing up the debt with tax breaks. We're blowing up the debt with really wanton spending. And I just, I do worry. That's all. So anyway, all right, let's get back to day 8 here. So the pilgrim has his herbs. The pilgrim also sees the crone. He can go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the pilgrim is going to move to the crone. And then 1, 1, 1 to the inn. And then pickpocket is going to pop. And that's fine. And then we have to try to get the pickpocket done. Which we probably can. So that might be a couple points. I think the see, there'll always be debt issues. That's just the norm now. Well, yeah, and we can talk about this later. It's a different issue. I just worry because of the speed at which I am not against national debt. The country theoretically runs off of debt, right? But there are levels to it. And once you start accruing your debt faster than, say, you're growing the GDP or, stuff like that, right? I just worry about that. I don't think it's tenable. That's all. And cheers, by the way, we're drinking Knob Creek tonight. Scott is drinking Knob Creek Blender Edition. I have no idea what the hell that means, but it's a whiskey that he found. So cheers to all. What is the White Knight going to do on day 8? So we've lost our monster lore. Yeah, we lost our monster lore trigger, but we could do a flutter. No. It's some Knob Creek Jim Beam thing. It's a slightly higher proof. I don't know what it is. I tell you what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. So we're gonna go. So we're gonna try to beat the Witch King to the crone, and the Witch King might actually try to beat these guys to the crone, but that's a little bit of a jump for him. He does need to get to the cliff. So coming back is not out of the question. I would have loved to have gotten a treasure. But maybe that is simply not... maybe we don't care. Maybe there's no points to be had. And so what the Witch King is going... So what the White Knight is going to do is he's going to move to Ruins 1. Move to Ruins 1, and then he's going to hide twice. And the reason he's going to hide twice is because he is going to monster lore the ghosts to him. Once he, because, and he might pick up the crown. So all good, right? I think the Witch King is going to take their... I think the Witch King takes that challenge, right? I think he goes, you know what? Screw you guys. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And if he goes first, he picks up the crown, hits the Flowers of Rest. Now, he has to melt into mist to do it. Hey, what's up, man? Hope everybody's doing well. Magic Realm with the Pilgrim. No, it's white versus black. It's teams, effectively. So the Witch King is going to melt because he has the purple to burn. Then he's going to move to the flowers. And he will end his day by falling asleep and resting all those chits. And he is done. And I think that our gal here, our cat, is going to go 1, 2, and we'll find the ledges. So that is exactly as we're going to do it. Her first move has to be, remember, she fled. She fled first thing. I'd phrase the battle another way. I did Ebony and Ivory on the title. So she has to move twice into the clearing, which she's allowed to do because she's not in the clearing. So she is not blocked. She's officially between. So she moves to 4. Then I'm going to use my broomstick to fly to the mountain, and then we're going to hide. I get you. I get you. You can't be too careful. Can't be too careful. So let's get day 8 rolling here. This red die can go away. No longer needed. We get bats. Is there going to be bats? Witches first. The cat moves twice. I move there. We're going to search twice. 3, 2, or 1. That's a 5. And that's not good enough. And then she goes 1, 2. She flies to here. We're going to... Where does she land, team? Oh, God. She lands in 6. That is not the worst, I suppose. And then she tries to hide. Does she hide? She is hidden. Does she get a bat? She does not get a bat. That is not the worst move for her. The White Knight... Oh, he does beat them. He goes 1, picks up the crone, 2, hides 2 times, sort of laughs, maybe shoots the bird to the Witch King. He fails to hide though, and he fails to hide 2 times, which sort of sucks. We do get Howl 5. That's only mountains though, only mountains for the Howl, so nothing appears. Done. The Witch King goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. He burns this chit. He ends his day. All of these chits rest because of the flowers of rest. Done. Nothing appears because you need a 2. The Pilgrim goes 1, nothing's there, 2, 3, and 4. And the Pilgrim is going to turn in Herbalist. So that's a card point for the Pilgrim. That's going to bring his total to 4. And he gets to pick one of these things. We're going to shrink it a tiny bit. And what is he going to get? I like extra moves. Those are probably the most generally effective. And so we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. Pilgrim putting in work. He has tremendous damage. He is rocking it. Absolutely. And, hold on. He ended his phase with a rogue, goblin, imp, or ogre. So pickpocket comes into play. So the top, he goes there, and the Pilgrim follows him. Perform a speed check. If only Rob could play him this well. Ouch. Jeez, oh man. You were like a troll lord. Speed check is not great for the Pilgrim, but we are going to every two, right? We can do 2. We have to beat, equal or exceed his speed, and his speed is a 5. And I'm going to say we can play the horse's chit as well as a speed chit and there. So we're going to get 3 shots. 3, 2, or 1. We get 3 attempts. 2 because of the chits we burned. And 1 because you always get 1. We need a 3, 2, or 1, though, to complete the speed check. Nope, that's 2 fails. Come on, come on, come on. No, we fail. If you fail, the denizen returns to his original spot. You roll and lose that much gold. We lose 6 gold. God damn it. I thought I had a pretty good, and that's it. Done, and we're done. And we are there. We do get 2 cards. We get Break a Curse and Spider Slayer. We still have Troll Slayer. But now we're down to 9 gold. Now that's going to hurt us a little bit, because what that does is that knocks him down to 0. And now the score is 3-2, team to team here, because we are no longer, the Pilgrim is no longer right doing anything with gold because he lost 6 gold. If all you roll is a 6, yeah, it is. It's hard. It's hard to get it done if all you roll is a 6. So a little bit of a shit turn for the good guys. They did steal the crone, so they did get the crone out from the bad guys. I don't think we have any creatures appear. Let's make sure nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, because that's a cat, not a, and done. Yep, nope, we're good. Lately, I've been pushing the Pilgrim to gain spells at demon sites, medium armor weapon, he becomes a badass. Absolutely, yeah, he does. He can be good if he gets a good weapon, right? Get some armor. He can be rough. Like you said, I think one of the things that does harm him in these games is they're short. You got to move, and you got to score, and you got to move quick. And he does not always have time to get that second weekend, for instance. Let me delete that. Let's put it here to be more right. So, Pilgrim. So what is the Pilgrim going to do? Oh, and by the way, we get an extra phase. So no one got the extra phase that day because we forgot it. So let's remember it from now on if we could. And we also forgot. So there you go. I'm gonna do 2 things because the Pilgrim also did not fatigue his 2 chits for plague. But I think that's vaguely fair because no one got their free turn either. So there you go. So we will move these to a more prominent site there. So, okay. Pilgrim does have extra move phases. So we have 2 Slayers. The problem with the Slayers, as a rule, is they only have 9 gold. So the problem with the Slayers as a rule is you got to find the damn monsters. The monsters have to appear. So that is going to be a bit of an issue. Bit of an issue with this team right now. We've got to get, we could get trolls here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to rest. And I count this as a 1 asterisk chit when you fatigue it. Rest. I'm going to assume we're moving back to 3. Or we could just hide. Let's just hide. We'll do. Do we need to hide? Is there even a need to hide? No, not really. Not today. What I want to do is I actually want to get back here. And maybe hit the caves, strangely enough. And maybe try to hit the cliff. Or do we just go this direction and hit the cliff? And I'll tell you why. Because I'm not banking on it. I don't necessarily know. But there's a good chance that the vault's here. There's a decent chance the vault's here. There's a decent chance it's here. There's a decent chance it's down here too, of course. But we could find the Lost City and the vault, and that would play into Troll Slayer also. So yeah, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna rest 3 times. And we're gonna move. Because remember, we have an extra phase. And that's gonna get us to 5. Done. White Knight. We're not gonna get sunlight phases, unfortunately. I'm going to dip into the Flutter 2. We're going to move 2 and then move back to the Ruin. Sort of sucks, by the way. Absolutely sucks. Oh, we could... Well, we failed. That's fine. That's fine. But we're going to get to here. But that's going to get us fine bow. Which, I don't need a bow. But it is a victory point done. And we need points because we are quickly losing our lead. So it's pretty much in and out. And he does not get the free phase. Our dude here. Mountain Pilgrim. So remember, the cliff is where he wants to go. The small camp is where he wants to go. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right to the house. Done. And actually, I hate to say, he will do, instead of the house, he will go to the valley. And he will extra spell X and spell 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, extra phase. So he does get 1 extra phase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and go there. Done. The witch. Her familiar. I don't think he found. He found ledges 1, 3, so we do need to mark that. Yeah, but he has not found ledges 4, 6. We're just going to search. So his guy's going to search. And she is going to go. She has used this, so that is done. She is going to extra hide and then move to 1. And that will conclude her top of the world, theoretically. Done. Okay, let's, and are we worried about what's here? If a spider shows up, we are worried. That is the actual danger. So let's hope that doesn't happen for the witch's sake. 2 serpents and demons. So yay. Witch King first. The Witch King goes here. Gets himself a black chip flipped over. Done. The Pilgrim goes rests 3 times and goes to here. Do we get serpents and demons here? No, we do not. The witch, her dude searches a bunch of times. 1, 2, 3, no. 4, no. No. Okay. She's going to here. She is not hidden, but she does complete her task. We might get a serpent. Slither 6 is going to draw serpents. That's okay. She scores top of the world. She gets 2 VP. Her first points, and it puts the black team in the lead. Your first move from your clearing can be a fly to an adjacent tile. So she is going to fly to an adjacent tile next turn. She gets Gambler. End your turn at the house. So she scored 2. She is probably going to fly to... Ugh, God. Where? Nothing's good. Maybe the ledges. Maybe the cavern. Maybe she gets lucky and goes to here or something. But you could be deep in the cavern. She does have Torchbearer, so that does help. Yeah, done. So we'll delete that. Top of the world is done. She has Gambler now. And she has scored points. And like I said, it puts the black team in the lead. So it is now 4-3. Although I don't know how long that's going to last. The White Knight's turn, he literally does this. Dips in, he is unhidden, he dips out. So he scores Find a Bow, which now give points, because I figured, I never go for them, so they need to do points. That's going to give him 2 cards. That's going to tie up the game at an even 4 apiece. He also gets a bow. A light bow, I believe, right? Yeah, light bow. He doesn't need a light bow, but it is $6 worth of, right? So, done. And he does get to cycle a card. And he now has Spider Slayer. That's not bad. Spider Slayer, good. He also gets to play a visitor. And the only visitor that is able to play is the shaman. He's going to put the shaman there. Done. Now, he has nothing to rest, so he can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and turn the crone in immediately. So that's going to be good for them too. So, okay. So I am going to, as the pilgrim, on day 10, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use an extra move. It's actually weirdly wide open in a weird way. The caves certainly do stop you, but you can still go through the ledges, so it's not like it blocks anything. It's a weird narrow board. Yeah, but I have not felt that I've been sort of, it's hard to get to stuff, right? So we're going to do, we got an extra move, of course. We're going to take a second extra move and 3 moves. That's going to get us all the way to border 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Borderland 3. And then we're going to hide. Done. The White Knight is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to move to Deep Woods. Oh, yeah, he is. I don't love it. I don't love it, but does he have Spider Slayer? He does. Then we're going to move to Deep Woods too. Hoping to get a spider. Done. The Witch King. 1, 2, 3. So extra move to Woods and 4, right? So he's going to go to 4. Extra spell X and spell. So that has used 3 of his 4 phases. That flips the tile. One, two, three, flip the tile. Move to the camp, right? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in the camp. Done. The camp is going to get him closer to Mountain Pilgrim, which is 2 points. So that's going to be good. But he can also finish the challenge right with there, because he can kill this guy in pretty much a heartbeat. Done. So 1, 2, 3. He moves up there to 4 and done. That's his move. I think the cat is still going to just search to find the ledges for us. Remember that her first move can be to any adjacent tile. She can just fly in. I will actually tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 1, 2. The cat's going to go 1, 2 to the lair. And 3 searches, and we're going to try to roll double 1s to find the lair with the cat. 1 in 36 chance. We do get to do it 3 times. So it is 35 in 36 chance to not have it happen to the power of 3. If someone could calculate that, subtract 1, that's the percentage chance of finding it in three shots. I'm sure no one cares. We're going to fly to the ledges, I suppose. So we are going to, our first move is a fly to the ledges. We are going to hide then, for sure. And we are going to move to 3. We're going to assume that we have gotten in the 1 of 2 clearings that might be in 3. So that fly is an extra. That's our extra move. So we've used 2 phases so far. And then we're going to search. Just in case, maybe we get lucky. Done. It's a 1/3 chance that this actually totally works. We did get a hide in there, so it's not like it's totally, we're not naked moving. So done. Okay. That is day 10, I believe, right? Yeah. So let's get moving here. Day 10. 2 serpents and demons again. We got a lot of serpents and demons this time. The Pilgrim goes boom up to here. Did he hide or did he not hide? He hid once. So we're going to roll it right here. Sixes are bad, of course. No six, so we are hidden. Flip this bad boy. It is Trolls and the Lost City in 3. I think the Witch does need the Lost City, so that is another thing to think about. Altar in 1, that's going to draw. Patter in 5 is Goblins. That sucks. Slither in 3 is going to draw, by the way. Shrine in 4 is going to draw. And the Horde in 6, oh my god, it is freaking pay dirt. It is goddamn pay dirt is what it is. Let's see everything that popped. The Altar popped. The Shrine popped. Slither popped, which sucks, but we at least can deal with Slither. Done, done, and done. That is the Pilgrim's move. We are hidden. That's good. The Witch King goes to there. Flips that bad boy. And moves to there. And we're going to use purple and purple to flip. We only have to fatigue the 1, by the way. Done. Nothing appears in there, and we are ready to meet this guy in a duel to the death. I wonder who wins the duel to the death. The cat goes there. We get 3 shots at double ones. First shot. No. Second shot. No. Third shot. Double ones, baby. I can feel it. No. And done. He doesn't find it. She flies. We go to 1. That's actually really good. We hide. We fail. We move to 3, which is valid because we actually know that path. And we are going to get 2 searches in ourselves. So we need a 1 or a 4. We fail. Come on, 1 or 4, baby. No, we failed twice. I don't think anything appears there, though. It's only serpents and demons. Nothing appears. The Paladin. Our guy. What's our guy doing? He moves to the end and then moves to the deep woods. So he pops down to the end, pops to the deep woods. He drops the crone off, so he's going to score the crone. Lost crone. That's a point. That's going to put his team in the lead by 1. Also, the crone likes him a little more. She's like, you know what, Sonny, you're not too bad. I thought you were sort of shitty. Turns out, what is he, unfriendly? I think she's neutral now, I believe. Yeah. So she neutrals up. But nothing appears. I was hoping for spiders, of course, because then we get a spider, we could kill it, done and done. The only battle we actually have going today, well, we have 2 battles, actually. We have the Pilgrim, who's going to drag this one. So his guy is going to take it. We've got to do tremendous damage, so we've got to fight on that side. Do I use it? Oh, man. I don't know. I don't feel good about... It doesn't... I think we still win this fight. We only have to get in if we are going to stalemate. And then we have to jump in. One way or another. Let's roll a 1 or a 4 and just make this a non-issue. We rolled a 3. He goes down to there. So that means we are going to miss. He is going to miss. And that is the first round of nothing happening. We can certainly end this fight. But we do lose our tremendous damage. We're going to play right there. We'll play the staff, of course. And he does flop down there. We're going to hit him with the staff. We're going to kill him. It's an easy fight. This goes away because we are no longer tremendous. But we do get 7 prowess, which sort of, that's good. That feels good. It's not quite enough to usurp our guy. But we do get a little bit more and get a little closer. And we're safe, of course. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have done that either. But, hey, I think it works out. The nice thing is the rest of this board is perfect for our guy. And now we need to make a decision. We need to make a decision. And I think our decision is we're not going to cast. We're just going to sit on it tonight. And just that's it. We're good. We're done. We're not going to do anything else. We're going to leave it to the Witch King to finish off his guy. So the swordsman stands there. The Witch King like looks at him like, really, dude, what are we doing? If he flips, he goes to a 4. First round, longest weapon is going to go first. That's going to be the spell at length 17. So we're going to auto hit and auto kill this guy. He lines up. We kill him. We get to unfatigue that Chet. And he is done. Let's take a look at the challenge real quick. We do defeat him, so we score a challenge. And we're going to score prowess and gold values +5. So that's 7 prowess. And 6 gold. 6 gold. And we have not yet spent gold. That's going to put us to 16 gold. Oh. Oops. Wrong character. Prowess is 22. We're still in the lead. But now we have 16 gold, which puts us over the threshold. And we get a VP. Uh-oh. We get Ghost Hunter. So gold, unfortunately, is going to go to the Witch King now. And that's going to put him to 5 points. And that's going to give them a 7-5 lead. So the White Knight pops a point. And then our guy pops. So we do need to cheese, though. Both of these guys did end a phase in a dwelling. We've sort of forgotten the plague a little bit. So the White Knight will have to fatigue too, which he will. Although we should be kind, he does get an extra rest phase. So that's a... And then the Witch King will fatigue too. As well. Done. That's the damn plague, which I keep forgetting, which is unfortunate. Got to remember shit. My fault. All right. I'm gonna give away the 5. I'm gonna give away 5 of these. I'm gonna give 5 memberships out. It doesn't go to people that are necessarily on channel. I forgot last month, so I feel really bad about it. They might go to people that we continuously see, like Michael or whatever. And we don't normally catch them. And we don't. We get Magic Ways Plays. That's a good name. Guillermo, LRT, Matthew, and Eureka Gecko. All right. Well, that's cool. All good. Congratulations. None of y'all are here. Guillermo, I've seen Guillermo, by the way. I haven't seen the rest of them, actually. So Guillermo is one. So congratulations, Guillermo, and welcome. So, what are we doing here? Wow, this is... Okay. I mean, I think... yeah, they'll stop by later for sure. So the Pilgrim... Oh, so the Pilgrim, on one hand, this is great. On the other hand, a little dicey for our Pilgrim, right? If he gets a troll now, he doesn't have the means to kill him outright. But I don't mind keeping Exorcism in my back pocket to kill the demon here. And hell, honestly, I hope we get both demons. And you kill them both. And that is 24 prowess all of a sudden. And that would be a good score for the team. Shifting points quite a bit. So I honestly think if we get trolls, that's the only danger, right? If we get trolls, if you roll trolls, that sucks, because if you roll trolls, you're going to get 2 small trolls, and that's going to be a mess. And at the very least, one of them's coming to you, and that would be a wreck. That's the only bad roll. Having said that, everything else is sort of fine. If you get demons, that's ideal, because both demons would appear. Exorcism could be cast because the demons can't be on our sheet, and we would just nuke them both. And we have white magic ready, and we would just literally kill them both. And that would be perfect. If you get stink, if you get trolls, that would be bad. Everything else is just fine. It's just okay. And we have the valleys here, so moving away and resting is absolutely perfectly fine. I don't think... I don't want to cast. So what I'm going to do, I will say this. We will, just to make sure, I'm going to extra move. I'm going to hide, extra move and move. Now I don't get because I don't get sunlight phases because I'm moving through a cave, but I'm going to use my potion to give me an extra move. That will give me a hide phase, so we can make the choice whether we engage or not, assuming we succeed in the hide. If it works out, I mean, maybe if it works out, maybe it works out, and we can get a couple demons and kill a couple demons. If it doesn't work out, well, it's going to suck, and we'll have hopefully be hidden, and we can move away. The White Knight has to be careful. Can no longer move there. You will fall asleep. But he has Spider Slayer still. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to move all the way up there. Oh, and you know what I'm going to do? Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I am going to do, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to hide. Oh, I don't like that. God damn it. That's the only bad. Well, it can only be one or the other. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and hide. So extra move to 6, hide. or we'll hide first. It doesn't, you know what I mean. And that way we can see what shows up. We can be here. If we need to pull something out of, the Pilgrim, we could. Now we can pull a whole stack, which might be shitty, but we could pull one of the, that's probably not that helpful. I'm gonna, if I have a chance, we're pulling the ghosts though, so that we deny Ghost Hunter to the Witch King, and B, kill the ghosts, and we do monster lore, and that's a point, and then we need that point. Or we get a spider. Done. As for our dudes, as for the evil team needs to rest. 2 rests. Extra spell X. So that's still 2 out of 4 phases. We're going to drag these 2 back for sure. Extra phase will be a spell phase to flip 1. So we get 2 more. We're going to flip 2 more. So we're just going to literally do 2 rests, flip a black, flip 1, either a 1 or 2 purple. It's either 1 or 2. We're going to flip 3 magic chits, either 2 purple, 1 black, or 2 black, 1 purple, whichever one. And then finally, our witch here. I would love to get a treasure out of the lair. I just not seeing it happening right now. Would love to get a treasure out of the lair. It is literally, the lair has nothing in it. The guy's dead. Lair's got nothing in it. We could get bats, and bats are going to suck. Like, I don't want bats. So we don't want bats. So we do have to, 1 tile. It's 1 tile raw. Monster lure is a single tile away. So I'm going to hide and search, and extra search. And then we're going to 5 search the kitty cat. Done. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get something out of that stupid place if it kills us. No, I can't do this as the guy. So I need to move 1, because otherwise I'm going to fatigue. Otherwise, that works. Yes. That's fine. So we're actually going to move to 4, as dumb as that is. Because, remember, plague. Oh, okay. Yes, we're going to move to 4. God damn it. I am so annoyed at the white team right now. Anyway. Because they're not in position. This guy could go down and do a lore against the chapel and probably win it. So he's going to rest the shit up and just totally... You know what? We're not even... I'll tell you what, we're going to change. We're changing this entirely. So we are going to, instead of... We're going to do that for sure. But we're going to rest. So we're going to move and then rest a bunch of chits. And spell X and just flip 1. And then he's going to steal that plague. Damn it. Damn it. I am out of position for the white team. That is no bueno on the white team side. I feel bad a little bit. Yeah, the witch is just going to search for treasure. Because she might be, hey, I got a great treasure. 4, we get giants and trolls. That's not good for the pilgrim, by the way. The Witch King goes here, so he does not end a phase. He rests 3 times. He flips one of these. Done. And he is done. Oh, Mountain Pilgrim is gone. Oh, no, it's not. He still has it. He is still waiting on it. Very close, but he's still waiting on it. Ugh. Damn it. Okay, done. The Pilgrim goes here. He does hide, so we're going to roll 2 dice here. This is important for the Pilgrim. He does hide. And he draws frickin' trolls, which sort of sucks. So okay, we'll worry about that as it comes. I think that's the only thing that appears. Done. Pilgrim is done. The Witch's Familiar is going to roll 5 times to get a 1. Double ones. Oh my god. Oh. Nope. Nope. 3rd time, nope. 4th time, nope. 5th time, no. All right. The Witch's turn. She's going to hide once because I am worried. I was worried about getting bats, but we didn't get bats, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to roll a 4, though, because I always fucking roll a 4 when I'm hiding on a treasure site. And now she gets, what, 3 or 4 attempts at the treasure site. 4 attempts at the treasure site. She will not roll a 4. Nope, that's 1. 2, done. Okay, she finds the lair. Perfect. Very good. Very good, gal. She now gets 3 loots of the lair. This is good. Come on, witch. Let's go. I feel bad for the good team right now because I think that I said Magic Spectacles is an extra search. That's 1. 2 is the 6th. And then the 3rd treasure, a 6 fails, and she rolls a 6. So she does blow that one. But she does get Magic Spectacles, which she is absolutely going to put. And this card can go away. 3 flutes and a lyre. So next time she can get extra searches in addition. And she is done. And the White Knight goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Roar 6 is going to draw. I think he rolled to hide, though. He did roll to hide. So we're hiding first. Anything but a 6 hides. He does not roll a 6. So that's an auto kill for the White Knight with a Morning Star and hidden. The Giant is going to be an auto kill. That's 8 more points for him, but he is, strangely enough, not in the money. So let's see how this day is going to play out. So let's check the Pilgrim. Interesting. So, as a for instance, now here's the question. I could have the, so it's an instant spell. Let me see real quick. Hold on. Let's pull out, we're pulling out the book. We're pulling out the book. We need to look up the ambush rules. So what do the ambush rules do in terms of, do you stay hidden? because my understanding is you can roll if your spell does not impact. Dennison optional rules, optional abilities, ambushes. So here's the funny thing. Oops, I'm sorry. The exorcism is an instant spell. It doesn't have any targets. The target is the clearing. So theoretically, it's a clearing. Does that have a single target? If it has a single target, he could stay hidden. So he could literally have the night lure. So the night lures, becomes unhidden. He gets all the dudes because the pilgrim's still hidden. Pilgrim is sitting there hidden. The pilgrim casts exorcise on the clearing. At the very least, one round, he is hidden. And so doesn't die. Doesn't get killed by the trolls. The knight tries to kill a troll. Either the knight gets lucky and kills a troll, and then it's all as well, or he doesn't kill a troll. The question is, does exercise on the clearing count as a single target if it's only going to kill one dude? That would be the question to ask. He's killing one guy. He's killing the demon. He's not targeting the demon. He's targeting the clearing. But there is only a single target in there. Like fiery blast against one target, you're allowed to ambush and roll to stay hidden. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give him the good, because it's one, right? It's one clearing, one dude, one thing, right? I think we go for it. I think we try this. I think this is it's a big move. It's ballsy and it's shitty and might not work. He won't have the T hit. Because now he has to roll one time, right? The T hit, and he can't kill the demon. He can't kill the demon. And we're going to try it because it's a terrible idea. We're going to try it. So what we're going to do is... Yeah, but then he doesn't... Sure? That's a lot of days, man. That's potentially 2 or 3 casts. Each cast being a day. I say we go for it. If it goes badly, it's going to go bad. If it goes well, it's going to be freaking incredible. So we're going to lure. Everybody's on his sheet. Every dude. These guys can't kill him, by the way. All we have to do is stay hidden. So we are going to do that. He is going to target. So we're going to actually flop these guys because we don't need to target the demon. So we are targeting that guy, that troll, and hoping he lines up. If he lines up, we are done. That heavy troll is dead. We, in the encounter step, are going to cast Exorcism. Kills all demons and imps, all spells and curses are broken, blah, 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 dead. And I am going to give us, because remember, all these guys are already here. I'm going to give us an ambush roll. It's probably a little loosey-goosey in interpretation. And we are still hidden. But this guy is dead, and the Pilgrim has killed him. Let's roll. Come on, Pilgrim. 1 or a 4, baby. 1 or a 4. 4. Everybody stays put and lines up. Does the first troll flip? He does. Doesn't matter. Does the second troll flip? He does. Doesn't matter. This troll is killed by the knight. We are still hidden. Done. We do burn all those shits. Second round. 4. Everybody's going to stay put. This guy hits first. Kills the troll. Done. We do not get any multiplication. We do not get any multiplication. It's 8, 5, and 5. But that is 18 prowess. And that brings the Pilgrim to 30. By the way, 2-spell Pilgrim is my Pilgrim now. Like, that is in the rules. I have that as one of my rules for the, you know, right, with the alternate rules for characters is Pilgrim gets 2 spells. It just opens him up so well. We also get Troll Slayer. Oh, yes. So that's a point. So we get a card. We steal a prowess because we are now the leader in prowess. And so that's 4 points. And he has 4 points. And we are now 7 to 6. And we have 2 trophies, which I'm going to copy these and paste them down here because we have 2 trophies. And if we could get back, to a dwelling, a visitor, I should say, we can... Oh, we don't need the trolls. I'm sorry. We just need the card. So we are going to keep this card, discard this one. We're going to keep this one. We do need to get to a visitor to make it, right, to do the thing. We have now gift exchange. Which is, if you recall, execute a trade with your buds. So back to the order. Give them one of our treasures and we get a treasure and a VP done. Which means we have to frickin' loot the altar, right? Or the hoard, but the altar is right here. We really need the shrine, but the shrine is a little harder to deal with in the... Now, the only problem is we have no white magic right now. We have burned it. We need to figure that out pretty quick. The other demon, of course, right, is just waiting. And if you recall, this is an auto kill. We won't even play it out. We jump out and we Morning Star him to death. And that's going to be 8 points for our White Knight. Now, that's not quite good enough to displace the Witch King. The Witch King has 22 frickin' points. So he is pretty badass right now. But it does make us think. That is not a good fight for the White Knight. that is only worth 6 points. Like, I would love to get a stack which kicks him over 22, which puts him above the Witch King. Because, right? And what a day. What a freaking day. So it is day 12. So we need to figure out day 12 for all our guys. Let's take a moment, if that's okay. And you know what? God damn it. The Crimson Desert streams have not been doing that well either. Michael, are you still here? You still around? Let's try. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to get Mike. I mean, it's a long shot, buddy. But let's fire 5. I'm gonna send 5 out. Let's see if you get one. I'd really love for you to get one. So 1. Let's see what happens. Jason Boy. Oh, God is Love, who came in for the Jehovah's Witness Brown Brick News Post. God is Love, who came in for the sole purpose of asking me whether I was Middle Eastern. It is Brown Brick from Minecraft. That is absolutely true. But God is Love gets a membership. And I was wondering where he's going with that, by the way. How Middle Eastern are you today? I was almost assaulted in Harrisburg, PA, by the way. Middle of the night, I was hanging out with one of my buddies who lived in Harrisburg at the time. We had just seen a movie or some bullshit, and we had 2 guys corner us and are like complaining about the Jews. It was the most disturbing, like, you know, right? The most disturbing thing. It was one of those weird vibes. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And you're like, wow, okay, boys, you need to go sleep it off. But, oh, Jesus. So anyway, hopefully God is Love was not going there, you know, but, you know, I give it 50-50 nowadays. I give it 50-50. And I'm like, yeah, I have a Goldblum thing going on. I definitely get, I understand that. But that's probably not okay anyway. Probably. So if you're a hillbilly in Harrisburg, you should be ashamed of yourself. Done. If you were one of those 2. If you're one of those 2, how about that? But in any case, all right, here we are. So what are we doing here? So the only problem with where the Pilgrim is, in my opinion, is that it is sort of off the beaten path. It is not where he wants to be in terms of getting back to the chapel. I really wish we could, because I would give it, I would indeed give it to people who were around. Like, if I wish I could. In fact, even if it was only, let's say 2 memberships, like, give the rest of them are all random. Give me 2, and I could pick a person who was freaking watching the goddamn stream, and I would give them a membership and go, here, dude, thanks for watching the stream. I hope you come back. That smells to me like that would do more for me than giving out 10 random ones. I don't hate giving out 10 random ones. It's fun, but like literally going to a guy and going, hey, I'm glad you're here. Here you go. To me, sounds like it would be a better deal. It'd be more fun. It'd be more, you know, right? Hey, we're engaged. The whole thing. And don't get me wrong. I do need to do something to up this channel a little bit, because we have sort of stagnated a bit. I will totally admit that. I haven't really been thinking about it recently, so I do need to. So that's something to consider. What's up? You farming? Of course you were, dude. Of course you were. It's going good. It's close. It's 7-6. 7-6. The Pilgrim just pulled off a little coup and scored 18 prowess. Consider adding fireworks to stream. Funny. Very funny. But the Pilgrim's in a little bit of a position. I don't like where he is now. Because again, right, you're sort of stuck now here, kind of. You could, I suppose, go through the cliff. Wear a funny hat. Nah, I'm good. I need to find something that people find compelling. I don't know what that is anymore, frankly. I thought Crimson Desert would be sort of vaguely compelling, but presumably it isn't. Like, no one... Skyrim is more compelling than Crimson Desert. To as far as the algorithm goes. And a lot of it comes down to, does anyone get this on their feed? And the answer is no, no one's getting it on their feed anymore. So, whatever. You're here. Right now, that's enough. I'm good. I'm mostly doing this so that I'm not, you know, I'm not alone. Hate Train got to Crimson... I love Crimson Desert. Oh my God, help me. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I love Crimson Desert. I do. I love it. I love it. I freaking love it. Popular chicks wearing cat ears. Do you need me to wear a bikini, Rob? Is that what you're saying? In the hot tub, in the bikini. I'm playing Magic Realm in my hot tub in a bikini. That's Twitch. Twitch, that would work. YouTube, I don't know that works. But Twitch, that would fucking fly. Anyway, just the ears. Got it. Just the ears. I need a pilgrim hat. There you go. I need a pilgrim hat. All right, let's actually get a move in for the pilgrim here while we're yapping. A woods girl bikini PNG in the corner. No, the woods girl does not wear bikinis. She is a very respectful huntress. The Amazon might wear a bikini though. She would be all in. Does the pilgrim loot the altar? The only danger with the pilgrim looting the altar now is A, the second troll. This troll is still freaking dangerous and very dangerous to us. I think we back out moment. Ooh. Hold on. I tell you what we do. So we're going to do this. We're going to hide. Extra hide. So that's one phase. I'll see you, Michael. Rest twice. That's two phases we've used. We could spell X and we could spell. And that's our 4 phases. If we're going to do that, we should just move because that is absolutely safer. The other thing we could do is hide, search, search, search. And try to get that done. And then do that for effectively a day or two to see if we can't find the altar and grab one treasure out of it. Get lucky. Like, that's largely what we're doing. In which case, and then we just move to the valley. So I'm going to do that once and see if we get lucky. The White Knight. The White Knight is still... Why is he still alive? The White Knight, what is the White Knight going to do? The White Knight has Spider Slayer, Monster Lore, Ancient Scroll. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 for the Knight. So extra hide, move. Extra rest phase, because he gets one, and that gives him one more hide. He will lure and pull the ghosts if he does not pull another monster. He's going to end up here and pull the ghosts if he needs to. That's going to give him a point. And edge him closer to the Witch King's prowess and so on. Done. The Witch King is going to rest once to pull this chip back in. Yep, one tile away, man. That's all he can do. So if he's here, he can pull that, which is what he's going to do. The Witch King is going to then, hold on, hide. He doesn't need to hide, but he will. He will hide twice and then move. So he's going to move to the chapel. And I suppose he hides 3 times because he has an extra phase. So his goal is to be hidden in the chapel. And then he is going to, at the end of the day, try to cure the plague. Done. I think the witch goes one more day. The witch goes one more day. The stupid cat goes... where else can we find to do? I don't know where is a good... I mean, obviously the ledges, but who cares at this point? We need to largely just find treasure sites a little bit. So I think the cat's going to go... I'm just going to move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. And then the witch will go that. She'll hide and search. All right, let's get it done. So this is day 12. That took a long time, by the way. I apologize. I mean, whatever. 6 bats. Oh, well, hopefully the witch hides. Jesus. It is the White Knight, the Pilgrim, the Witch King, and then the witch going. So the White Knight goes to here. He is theoretically hidden. He is hidden. He is hidden. And he is resting. Done. And that's pretty much all he does. And bats does not do him any good. No bats appear. Done. The Pilgrim is hiding twice and searching 3 times. He does hide. By the way, guess what I just rolled? I rolled a frickin' 4 because I am hiding on a treasure site. I always roll a 4. He gets 3 shots at the altar. 1, not so good. 2, not so good. God damn it. 3, not so good. He is done. The Witch King. Resting once. Hiding a bunch. That guy's dead. And we are hidden. And then we move into the chapel. Gonna get married. And we're done. And the witch cat has moved. The witch is trying her damnedest. Although if the bats show up, we're going to be in trouble. Like, well, the bats are going to show up. We need to, we're fucked. We did not hide. We didn't hide. Wow. Okay. I think we're dead. We're not dead, but that's going to suck. We do get an extra search phase, by the way, so we should count that. We roll for the lair. We get the 4th treasure. Whoa, we just, god damn it. That is not okay. We drew the top 4. So this one goes here. And then the rest of them go in whatever order. We get the 4th treasure. Belt of Strength. Okay, so that's 1. Oh, we get 5 of these rolls? Jesus. Okay, 1. 2 is a fail. 3 is a fail. 4 is a fail. Wow, that didn't even go well. 5 is a fail. She gets the Belt of Strength. She is accosted by a single bat. Which I don't know if she can avoid. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I would not have, I think I would have, I would go with this. I give her 1 more hide roll. Because I would have probably done double hides versus double searches. Just given the situation. And let's call her hidden. That's a slightly better outcome. And the reason, because it's a little bit of a shitty game if she all gets jumped. And I did not know, I did not sort of account for her extra search phase. She gets the Belt of Strength. She definitely wields the Belt of, I mean, it's definitely going to go in her active column. Simply because it's better than all of her shit. But she has to avoid the bat. She is done. And that's her day. Are there any fights going on? No, not yet, but I think he's going to drag these 2 over. So let's drag these 2 over. Main issue is she cannot. She does not have a fly chit ready to go. I think I don't, that's in an awkward position, but I do not think that is ready for her to go. But I did sort of screw her with the search, so I'm okay giving her the extra phase and then calling that a hide because other characters did double hides, this turn or whatever. I think I'm okay with that. The White Knight is going to draw the ghosts. So he readies his weapon, of course. The main problem he has if this thing flips, I'm sorry, I'm yawning now, which sort of sucks. He needs a 1 or a 4 to make this fight okay. 2. Nope, that is not great. Now we need a non-6 to make this fight okay, and it is, and he hits this, and it's dead. Yeah, hang in there. 100%. So, here we are again. This guy comes at him. And this is a little bit of a shitty situation for us. So in this case, we need to play a move and a fight. Right? So we actually need to do the work here, and we're looking for a 3. Moves him down there. That's perfect. Does he flip? He does not flip. We miss and he misses, and we fatigue. That's about where we wanted to be, and this flips over. Done. Now we can sort of play like this. 1 or a 4 would be great. A 4, it no longer matters what happens. He does flip. He hits us first for light and then is killed. We are going to score monster lore, which is a point. Done. Gives us 4. It's 8-6 now, team-wise. We also do get 6 prowess, right? We get 2x ghost for 6. Oops, geez, oh man, come on, guys. It's not quite enough to actually do anything, but it is enough to start the process of making the Witch King worried or whatever, right? I mean, that's the right. We're closing in. We're not there, but we're closing in. We have 2 more days in the week. Well, the Witch King gets to act. So the Witch King is going to fatigue. So that's 2 rolls. 3 rolls. 4 rolls. So we get 4 rolls out of 3 or less to cure the plague. Done. And we do have to fatigue too. So we fatigue these 2. That was too many goddamn rolls, but we do cure the plague and we do score the plague. That is going to give us a point and 10 more prowess. So we're up to 32. And we get 1 more point, which gives us 2 cards. And that brings us... You can't die from fatiguing. We are going to move and rest. We're going to rest the shit out of this, for sure. But the plague is gone. And no one else scored it. So that's a good... That is good. That's good. Nope. I don't think you die from fatiguing. I think you die from... Once you fatigue, you wound stuff that from then on, like all those go to wounded, and then you are dead. Now, that's not great. He does need to move and rest all day. Like he needs to rest the shit, right? But that's not bad. 32. Oh, actually, it is great because hold on. That shifts the balance of power. That brings the Pilgrim down to 3 and brings the Witch King to 6. So now it's 8-7, and the black team is back on top because of the 10 prowess that the curing the plague gets him. Fascinating. That's pretty cool. It has been seesaw this past couple days. So monster lure, by the way, is scored. So we're going to toss this. We toss this. Grab a new card. And it is Diplomat. And a clearing with Goblin. Eat shit, Ivory. That's funny. That is so good. That is funny as hell. So, yeah. All right. Diplo goblins. Well, you could find goblins here because we do have some goblin. We have patter 5. So you could get goblins. Damn. What are we going to do here? So we have day 13 and day 14. That's good. That is good stuff. Ugh. Let's see. We can take one potion. Do we have any treasures? We really don't have any treasures right now. I need to get a treasure from the altar. I do need to worry about the tremendous troll. Oh, well, the horde. So the problem with the horde is that it's in a cave, and that makes it really shitty. The only character that's really good at the horde is the witch because of. So I think I know her turn. Her turn is to prepare to descend upon the horde. So the witch is going to move out, move to 5. So move to the ruins. So she moves. So that's her extra phase. Done. Does she need to hide? Howl 5 would suck because it's goblins. She does have Goblin Slayer, but she does not have a good. She's not in that mode, right? So that's not great for her. Bark good. Tree bread. That's funny. That's funny. If you had caves, then the altar would be good, since this treasure is pretty good. You can read runes. The altar knows 2 and 3. You cannot read runes in 2 and 3. He does not have a 2 or a 3. The witch could, but not him. So the question is, the serpents are mostly gone. So if she moves, she's going to move 2. So the witch is going to move 2. So she's going to be out of, she's not going to be goblin. She's going to be in 1. So she's going to move to ruin 1. Done. So that is 1 phase. Or actually at the end of the day, so at the end of the day, she casts. And she's going to get her fly shit back. Done. Then she is going to move. So that's 1 phase. So she is here. She sort of can't do that. I'm sorry. She can't do that, but not without rolling. I'm not going to roll. I'm not going to try to hide. That is a bad, bad move. Nope, not good. Not good. Nope. But she can't cast it tonight, really. That would not be okay. She would have to roll. And then if she got caught, she'd have to fly away, which would suck. I suppose. Is it worse than what she's doing now? I don't know. Flying to the Borderlands is always dicey because if you end up in a cave tile, a cave clearing, your turn could just end. She can cast while hidden, but she does have to roll. She has to roll an ambush. It's still an ambush. She still could become unhidden. Then she would have to use her fly tile just to get away, which is fine. It doesn't necessarily kill her, but it's going to waste a day. The question is that okay-ish, right? Like, is that... She can totally fly more than one tile. That's absolutely the case. But she doesn't have a chit right now, so she would have to cast the night before. So she has to make that call whether she risks the flight, the cast, because that's what you're doing. You're risking the cast. If she fails it, you cannot fly more than one tile. You have to just fly to the next tile. That is, when you're fleeing, it's different than when you were playing a fly for a move. So she would be sort of screwed. So it would essentially, the risk is, so let's do it. So here's the risk. She rolls hide now. Oh, that's not, I don't want to use that. And she fails. So she just screwed that up. Now the bat's on top of her. So now she has to play this to flee. So it burns. And now she is here. That's it. Done. She's there. And she will, her first phase is going to be to land in one of these clearings. So that's just a blown day, essentially. So day 13 for the Pilgrim, I think, is... Yeah, she needs to get to the net. Yeah, that was 70% chance it would be great. And then otherwise not so good. I'm gonna... I'm going to extra hide. I will hide twice and search again, I think. I just don't want... Done. I think the White Knight hides and moves to the Horde, and we'll see what happens. The Witch King has cured the plague, but he is jacked up. He moves to the woods. And he is going to rest 4 times. Done. The witch has to fly and land. So she lands. So to the ruin. She's going to hide and rest. And she does get one more phase. Which there really is no good phase. She's going to hide twice. That did not do her much good, really. So let's get day 13 going. We took a long time. These are long days. I'm sorry. She gets bats again. Yeah, that's not so bad for the team here. The Pilgrim hides twice. A little safe. I wish we wouldn't have done that now. And he does. He searches 3 times. He needs a 4 or a 1. He fails once. You got this, buddy. Succeeds the second time and finds the altar. Done. Third time he's going to drag a treasure out of the altar. 4. Well, it's the 4th treasure. So it's the 6th card, but it's the 4th treasure. He gets the golden icon. God damn it. Well, luckily, his guy can indeed carry it. For now. Oh, okay. So that's going to give him a treasure, which is going to give him 2 points. It's going to give him 5, and they take the very slim lead, but only because this guy is still hired. And that is his action. Does anything appear? I don't think so. It's bats. So he is done. The White Knight goes here, and he is going to try to hide. And nothing appears, and we are done. The witch, I don't care about her familiar right now, but we are going to go, where are we going to go with a familiar? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sure. The witch goes here. She rolls a die and lands. She lands in 6. That sort of sucks, and she rolls to hide. And she's done. And then Howl 5 gets nothing. Yeah, he needs to find something or do something, right? Yeah, absolutely. And he is done. She's done. She got 2 phases and she is done. She did hide. And the Witch King moves here. And he is going to rest 4 times. And we are going to pull some black magic. 1, 2. And some purple 3 and 4. And we are done. And that's the end of the day. And I think nothing appears. How does the Pilgrim feel about the guard? He is neutral with the guard. We are certainly going to extra hide. We are going to move to the guard. Hide twice, move once, trade twice. Buy drinks. We could buy drinks. That's an easy, and we don't then need to trade. Weirdly enough, we don't need to trade twice then, really, because if you buy drinks, it's going to be like it's going to be instant ascent, right? Because he's friendly then all of a sudden, so he can do it. So it really is just hide, move, trade. So that's two phases used, and then he rests twice. Because all he's doing is selling right now. Because he wants to hire, or he hires. Which is also good. And frankly, I hate to say it, that move, okay. Womp womp. Extra hide, move to the guard. 1 trade phase, he gets 2 extra phases. We're gonna rest twice. Done. The Pally. Should not have moved to the Horde. That's not really where he wants to be, really. Frankly. Yeah, I don't know that I want to sit there and spend all that cash. I don't know that that does me what I needed to do. Like, he could buy a weapon. That is absolutely true. The problem with him is I don't love giving him a medium weapon. Simply because, yeah, so, I mean, it's something to think about. I don't know exactly what to do with him in terms of that. Yeah, he could buy a bunch of shit, maybe, and then do what with it? That's the problem. The problem isn't, oh, he's kick-ass. The problem is, well, what do you fucking do with that? Like, where do you go? Where are you scoring points with that? And that's actually the problem. Spider Slayer doesn't really need it. The Knight will take care of that. So, yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm at with this yet, with the Pilgrim. You sell, and you get the cash, and that's going to give you the gold points and steal them from the Witch King. So that's going to be a big deal for the team. So definitely he does that. I should not have gone to 3. That was a bad, bad move. I should have gone to 5. Possibly getting the goblins. And in fact, I'm going to move to 5. I'm just going to move to 5. And we're just going to suck it up. If we get goblins, I have Diplomat. So that will instantly fix that. Done. Our dude here could still use some rests. But most of those rests are type 6s, which I sort of don't care about as much. Ghost Hunter is pointless. Cairn is in one of these two. We got to get Mountain Pilgrim done. So we are going to get that done. Our Witch King is going to go. He needs 1, 2, 3 moves. So we're going to rest once. So extra rest and rest. And then move and move into the crag. That's going to score me Mountain Pilgrim. That's 2 points. And that's going to put us back in the lead. Done. Plus, we can get spells. That's going to really hurt the white team. Done. The kitty cat is going to go to the Horde. So we're going to go. The familiar is going to move to the Horde and search. Done. We are going to go. This sucks. We're going to move out of here. I'm going to move to 1. And that's it. And it is now time, and we don't get extra phase because she started in a cave. The White Knight does not get a phase because he's in a cave. He doesn't get sunlight phases. Done. So let's get day 13, or is this day 14? This is day frickin' 14. So we are getting day 14 done. Purple magic everywhere. Oh, the Witch King. Let's make sure he's still okay. He actually can't rest because all he can do is move and hide. So he's just going to move. He doesn't care anymore. He's just going to move and be done because he's melted into mist. So let's get the roll on day 14. 4 and 6. So that means bats are going to return to the off the board. That means that giant returns. And that's it. Pilgrim is first. He's going to move to sell to the guard. So he moves. He rests twice. He's going to buy drinks. The guard has, what, 4 guys in it? How many guys does it have? 4 dudes. Nope, 3 dudes. 3 dudes. So we're going to spend 3. And then trade 100. We're going to sell. And we now have 106. Bam. We did hide, too, in case someone showed up or whatever. And we are hidden. And we didn't do anything else. We're done. Golden icon goes to them. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. My fault. So what happens? So we lose our treasure. So we no longer are winning treasures. That is absolutely true. But we are now winning gold. And we do steal a point off of the Witch King. And so we have 5. So the score is 9-7 right now. As the Pilgrim takes the lead for the team. We're going into, I think, the Horde and Searching. Again, double 1, so not super likely, but sure, what the hell. That's the cat. Nope, no cat. Okay. What do? We're going to move to here and be done. Nothing appears. Witch King, I think, goes to here, right? Yep, he's done. He scores Mountain Pilgrim, which is 2 points. That brings him to 7, which brings him to 9 points. And he's going to do it. He gets to turn 2 chits. He's going to turn this one to purple, to a type 4. Done. And that's it. He's going to turn one of them. Do I have? I don't know that anybody has a type 2 4 chit. So I'm just going to do this for now. And the reason we do that is so Fiery Blast is going to hit a lot of folks. Way easier with a type 2 chit, a time 2 chit. He turns one of them, done. That doesn't unfatigue, by the way. It's still fatigued. And he does get a random spell. So he is going to learn a random spell. Elemental Spirit. I made the spell cards freaking gigantic, by the way. So he now has a spell, which means he scores 2 points there. That gives him 9 points. The bad guys are now winning 11 to 9. Little bit of a coup there for the plant your frickin' flag. We do need to draw the chits here, so they could be, and we do get bats, and we get the Lost Castle. Large spell cards are nice. They're gigantic. I made them huge this time for whatever reason. Oh, we get Flutter. We're getting a lot of shit, by the way. A lot of bats, I think. Patter. Cairn. Someone needs the Cairn. A Vault. And the Pool. Bones is going to draw. Mind you, we're melted, so keep that in mind. Bones draws. Flutter is going to draw. Vault is going to draw. And that's the end of the day. Well, the end of his turn, I should say. So now it's 11-9. The Witch King has just pounded out. Oh, I will say one more thing. I'm sorry. That's not true. That's not true. The Pilgrim is way above the limit. So he is actually 6 points. It's 11-10. The White Knight moves to 5. He does get, ooh, he gets the Tremendous Troll. That's a bad scene. He already has Troll Slayer done, so that's sort of, someone has, he didn't have Troll Slayer, right? No. We were hoping for goblins, we got trolls instead. That's fine. Done. We have 2 fights to deal with. The bats, which we're not going to fight. Obviously, we're melted into mist. They can't block us. We can't fight them. We do have this troll. That's a little bit of a problem for our guy. I'm going to move, and we're going to try this, right? First thing, we're going to try this. If we happen to hit him, we can't do that. So we need to play not that, so that we miss him. So we need him. Oh my God, we could die. We could die. We could totally die here. Because we can't. We just need, it's a 1/3 chance. We need him to not hit us. 2, he goes right to the bottom and hits us. Nope, doesn't matter. He hits us for heavy. That damages the armor. He is going to wound us. But then he flips and we are dead. We cannot beat that. We flip over. There is literally nothing we can do. Ah, the troll 1/3 gets us. There is nothing we can do. We have no spells, no bits, no nothing. Why? Because Magic Realm is a harsh... He did hit me. He dropped to the bottom. And I put the chip down here just because. I mean, we could have put it here. It really didn't matter. But it doesn't matter. It's a 1/3 chance and we rolled it. The White Knight is dead. There is nothing we can do. We're going to hit him on a time of 3. But we can't beat his speed. The White Knight is bread. He is tasty, mushy, mushy bread. Now here's the good part. Can you explain? Yeah, we played like this. Because we can't kill him. I cannot kill him. you see it, right? I can't kill him. I can't do tremendous damage because I have to play this to not be hit. Now let's see, could we play differently? I cannot guarantee hitting him. So I don't want to play a tremendous chit here and not be able to play. So I moved this down here. There's no real reason. There's no good reason to move it. Like I could have played it here. It's just a 1/3 chance that he hits me and I'm dead. Because he can then kill me before next round. I rolled a 2. He flipped to the bottom. He hits me. He wounds me. Does heavy damage. Damages the armor. And then he flips. Now I have to fatigue. And then next round I can play whatever I want. I am dead. In fact, I wouldn't wound that. I would actually wound something like this because... And then what? What do you mean and then? And then what? And then he wins. I can't dodge him. He hits me on a 2. I can't beat his time. And he is on red side up. He's a giant troll. He rips me to pieces. He kills me. That's an X. That's a instant. He's red side up, Rob. He kills me. He's a 2. I'm dead. The White Knight, Unhidden, Tremendous Troll, 66-33. You win or you die. It's 2/3 to 1/3. That's absolutely the case. So I play this and this. He goes first. He hits me. He kills me. Done. Time 2. Yep, time 2. I'm dead. I like my eggs red side up. It doesn't matter what armor I have. I am dead. There's no, that hit is death. Instant. Doesn't matter if you hit armor or not, you are dead. That's too bad. Now the nice thing is it wraps this up nice in a bow. Black team wins 11-10, or well, 11-8, because the White Knight would lose 2 points. Yeah, red side up. It's red side up, so he kills me. And I don't get armor, I don't get anything. I am dead. So that was probably a shitty move, knowing that could have happened. I had a 2/3 chance of winning that fight, unhidden like that. There's no way I can get to him first. Nope. No. Troll is just a killer. But that's it. And that's good. It's 4 hours. We played 4 hours. We've come to a conclusion. It's only 2 weeks, so it sort of sucks. And those points were close. No. If I covered my move, like when? No. The first turn, you mean? No, because I can't generate. So here's the thing. I could, so let's say I played this way, move 1. Well, keep in mind, he went down here, so I miss him. And he hits me, flips over, and kills me round 2. I have to play, because he hits me because he's faster than my H5. To play tremendous, I can't generate enough. I cannot undercut him with an unreadied weapon. So the Tremendous Troll, unreadied, unhidden, it's a 66-33 all the time, every fucking time. That is exactly what it is. 66-33. He either misses you round 1 and you kill him round 2. Hidden is 100%. Done. Hidden's 100%. Yep. but I did not hide. That was my fault. It was a fairly low chance that this happened, but it did happen. Poor Knight. Okay, well, we are done. We are dead. I think the black team wins by sort of default in that case. It was a fun 2 weeks. It took 4 hours, so we did take a long time. There was a lot of chatting, a lot of talking, and a lot of thinking. I think it was a good fight. It was a neat battle. Obviously, it would have been better to go the whole 4 weeks. But it's midnight, and we're going to call it here tonight. So thanks a lot, Nutmeg and Rob and Scott, for hanging out. Thank you, TV, for showing up. Michael, always good to see you. And Scott, I will talk to you later in the week. And that's it. That's Magic Realm, guys. Sometimes it's a 1/3 chance to die. This was that. So have a good night, guys. I will talk to you later, and let's have a good rest of the week. Dustin, good to see you. Glad you're home. Have a great week.